All right. Hello, and we are live. We are here playing Fiasco with the Roll Plus Bond fourth anniversary anniversary charity stream. Um, all of our we are taking donations, and all of our donations are going to Trans Lifeline. They are a really good charity, and we've so far we raised. I like blinked earlier. We raised $4,000. Like I missed that.
Woo!
Um, but yeah, so tonight we're going to be playing Fiasco. I am Jenna Lacombe, and joining me, I guess top down, is Eli.
Hello, I am Elethonathila, Elith, Eli, whatever work, basically. He, him pronouns.
I
I'm Kai. My pronouns are she, her, and hopefully the three letters are not too confusing spelling wise.
Morning.
Hi, I'm Morning. My pronouns are it or anything you want.
And Salt.
Hello, you can call me Salt, and my pronouns are Zir.
All right, we're gonna be playing a real. It's gonna be a real fiasco, guys.
Said the thing, said the thing.
The thing. Wait, what's the thing? Oh,
The
I
word
said the
fiasco.
thing. I want you to know I was trying to workshop some sort of lead-in all morning.
And should
Maybe
be
it
back.
is.
It looks like
Oh.
we're back.
Okay.
Stream back. Let me
Yep,
pull up
we're back.
tweet.
Chat
tweet
says we're
chat.
back.
Fiasco.
Okay.
Do you like that everyone in the chat was immediately like, wow, really was a fiasco. Wow, great work, everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
This was intentional and thematic.
Yes, as always.
Mhm.
Like, just
Yeah.
look at this hotel in the picture. You cannot tell me they have good Wi-Fi. So
No, I mean they have a content warning. You have to be ready for that hotel. By the way, we are going to be playing Fiasco, which is by Jason Morningstar. But the specific playset that we're using is the Mana Hotel, which was written by Dan Puckett. And let's get right into talking about our characters. Do we wanna make the thing our the tabletop, the virtual yeah.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
zooming too.
Oh, say that again?
Oh, just good zooming and like cropping to make sure it fits properly. Because on the tabletop, there's a good 2 inches just white space at the bottom.
Who would like to go first talking about their character? Or should we should talk about should we talk about the Mana Hotel itself, or should we just get into characters and let that come out naturally?
Maybe.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe we should talk just briefly about where the Mana Hotel is and when in time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and it is. Oh, I need to pull up a map. It's in Kentucky, right? Or are we in
Kansas, just a
Kansas?
bit west
Yeah.
of Wichita.
Yes, so we're going to be in Kansas, west of Wichita. Sort of imagine a lot of deserts in your mind. Not deserty, but just a lot of shrubbery. And also
Deserted.
like corn and sorry, what that?
Deserted, not desert.
Deserted. Yes. Lots of shrubbery, lots of like cornfields and nothing. And we are going to be playing in the Mana Hotel itself. It is a dinky little hotel way out here. And we're going to be playing in, I think we settled on like the late 90s, or was it early
90s.
Early 90s. No cell phones.
Yeah.
Big old bricks. If someone comes in with a cell phone, they're like the hottest shit since sliced toast. Like that's the level we're working at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my record for sliced toast is the one guy who took like a knife, heat it up super hot, and then would toast the bread as he sliced it, which is pretty hot.
That is pretty hot. You know what? And that's what we're talking about. That's the level of someone having a cell phone. Um, all right, yeah, and that sets. Is there any other? Were there any other like uh, setting details to get out of the way, or should we just talk about our characters and our relationships?
Well, I'm rather like the audience in that I was not able to make the planning call that we had. Is there anything aside from what is like visible on the board that would be good to know?
Um,
We did say
mm,
that the hotel is the place that you go if you need to make a phone call.
yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
hotel has a phone. They have like a
Yeah.
So it's
land.
like that small of a place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're
Cool.
talking nowhere.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I guess maybe I should start, and then we'll circle around the Fiasco computer table.
Mhm.
I
Do you
like
want to
saying
introduce
Fiasco
your
computer.
character and then like the relationship to the next character around, to kind of segue into
Yes,
them going, or just go all the way around?
that's what I'm thinking. So like I will go talk about yours and my relationships, and then you will go talk about yours and Morning's relationships, so on and so forth. Um,
Hmm.
all right. So I am going to be playing. Uh, also just a small sorry for the audience. We had to do the character building off stream, even though this is just a one shot, because if you've played Fiasco before, you know it takes a long time to build characters. So we had to make all of our characters off stream. Um,
Hmm.
I'm going to be playing Vanessa Davidson. She is in her 50s and she is sort of like she owns the hotel. She owns the land the hotel is on. She owns a couple of acres around the hotel. And she is sort of sputtering out in her life. One of my relationships with Eli's character is the National Pony Express Association, quote, an all-volunteer nonprofit historical organization for the purpose of identifying, reestablishing, and marketing the original Pony Express Trail. And that is sort of what has become her life's mission, is to make the Pony Express a thing.
Hmm.
Except the Pony Express did not go through where the Mana Hotel is. Um,
We may have
Not
researched
even
this.
close.
Not even close.
It goes through
Um,
like the northeast corner, and we are pretty far west.
yeah. And I have a sentimental postcard from Niagara Falls. Uh, this is my relationship with Eli as well, or with, I guess, Richard. Um, Postmarked 1934, addressed to Johnny, care of the Mana Post Office. Inscription: "You can count on me." We'll figure out what that means as we get into it.
All right, I'm up.
Yep.
Cool. I'll be playing Richard DiCaprio. Uh, face cast is Leonardo DiCaprio, but with sunglasses perpetually. Pronoun's gonna be he, him for that one. And I'm someone who's a little bit new to town, only came in like 2 months-ish ago, but have rapidly found myself at the beating heart of the town, which is the Mana Hotel, and participating in the National Pony Express Association. And I've also formed a connection to Vanessa Davidson by virtue of being the descendant of the person who sent the letter to the postcard to Johnny, and trying to find out what this history was. This is a lie. I have no idea who Johnny is. Vanessa started talking, I ran with it because I am blood brothers in the Kansas City Mafia with my good pal Jericho Lamb, and our combined need is to get respect by living an epic story that will make you a hero forever, which in the temporary means lying to anyone and everyone around me.
All right. And I'm playing Jericho Lamb. Also, in the Kansas City Mafia with Richard DiCaprio. And I am identical twins with Salt's character, Ishmael Lamb. We are, in addition to trying to live an epic story, I am also trying to get the truth about the cover up in the Mana Hotel.
I am Ishmael Lamb, again, identical twins with Jericho. Oh, what are Jericho's pronouns?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to put that on here. Jericho goes by Jerry most of the time and uses they them.
Cool. Ishmael uses he him pronouns. And he is a manager at the Mana Hotel. He uses his manager powers to help Jerry get people who are caught up in the mafia and need to lie low for a little while, let them stay at the hotel for a month or two. And Huntington Davidson is my employee, and we have a need together to get out of a promise you made. We have not talked at all about what that promise is, so I'm
Yeah.
excited to find that out.
Yeah, so I'll be playing Huntington Davidson, but everyone calls him Davy, thank God. Son of Vanessa. I'm picturing like 19-ish, pretty aimless, post high school, and the location that I share with mom is out front of the hotel in the empty dry swimming pool, currently filled with dead leaves. That's such a downer.
Is it always a begrudging mom? Because that sounded like forced.
I was trying to like with a name like Huntington Davidson. I was like, is this like a very like, are there great pretensions of wealth? Like, do I call her mother? But I don't think so. I think it's the 90s. It's mom. I'm a grown up man. I'm 19.
Yeah.
Cannot
And
be
you are.
calling her mom like mommy, mother. That's too weird. No.
Yeah, yeah. You are also notably, despite me owning the hotel, not the manager.
Yeah.
All right.
Unbelievable.
So, who wants to take the first scene here? The
Could I-
opening.
Could I actually ask? Vanessa was she, her, and Richard was he, him?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
I was also going to ask about Huntington's because I might have missed those pronouns.
He.
Okay.
Should I? This might be too late for this. I realize I probably should have put pronouns on the Fiasco computer little background we have. But I
It
was
is a
struggling to
screenshot
get the
at this
names in
point.
there.
That would be very hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've made a list and stick those in our Discord chat, and I can then add those to the chat if though they're needed there. But I think we should be okay.
Also, huge shout outs to Fiasco Computer. Like, there's just a site that does all the math that Fiasco has. And it like already had the Mana Hotel in it. We didn't have to add anything. That was nice. Also, so quick aside before we start. You can't put parentheses on the Fiasco Computer. You only get little men or like headphones guys or syringes. It's the wildest like font choice I've ever had to
A
interact
hand
with.
holding a gun.
A hand
Those are-
holding
yeah.
a gun.
Those are
Most
straight
of them
up
were a
movie
hand holding a
tropes.
gun.
Yeah, most of them give you a hand holding a gun.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, who wants to go first? I can go if no one else has something, but I'd love to open up the floor.
I believe the rule says whoever comes from the smallest town goes first, but we can absolutely ignore that.
No, I
Mm.
do love that because I always love the moment. Let's see, where?
I come from a big city. I'm a city girl, so I'm immediately tapped out.
Yeah, I think during character creation I mentioned I come from somewhere with a population of like 4,000-ish.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's gonna be small. Like everywhere I
That's
live,
way
where I live
smaller.
now is big. The smallest place I've ever lived. I didn't live very long, and that was like 3,000. I think it's probably you then.
Cool, cool, cool. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Why did I say this?
Yeah. You live by the rules, you die by the rules.
I looked hope in the face and shot myself in the foot.
Mhm.
Okay. Some of the early scenes for Fiasco should be getting to the needs and get attention as fast as possible. So I'm thinking, uh, is it too early to take advantage of the identical twins thing and have a scene between Richard and Ishmael, and Richard thinks Ishmael is Jericho?
Oh yeah, important. Richard knows that Jericho has a sibling. Jericho kind of forgot to mention that Ishmael was a identical twin.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're also in the same town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these things slip your mind.
That should
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely be the opening scene. That's like primo, like lay
Yeah,
out all
right.
your secret plans or whatever, you know?
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh, yeah, the secret plans I definitely have in mind and will not be just making up on the spot. This can only go well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess establishing then is probably Richard and Ishmael. It makes sense for it to be while Ishmael is like working behind the counter somewhere at the hotel, right? It's like sorting
Um,
mail or something.
yeah, sure. Or maybe mm, perhaps we are in like a behind the scenes. I can't think of a way to say that that isn't behind the scenes. Not visible to customers,
Mhm.
like a back office or something.
I kind of like the image of Richard like leaning across like a counter of some kind, just like talking low tones, because there's no one like right there, but it's kind of like nearby. We can absolutely do like
Mm,
something back behind.
I do like that. I do like that though. That's a good image. Yeah. Okay, we are at the front desk then. Uh, which means people could walk in on us, everyone else.
Speaking of which, actually, I was going to say, uh, with your permission, of course, Salt, uh, like extend an invitation for at some point in the scene Huntington to walk in, and
I'm
Kai
down.
chooses when.
Oh, sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, not sure if that's stretching the establishing a little bit much, but like any other details to add, or do we want to start there?
Are
Um,
you, so we are the ones who are going to be giving you the outcome. You don't know what the
yes.
outcome, you don't know if you want positive or
Yes.
negative yet. Okay.
Yeah, at some
Um,
point, like with how this works, you have to go into the edit mode and then just drag around a die and just set it like off to one side, probably to indicate that's what you think it should be. And then if people disagree by the end of the scene, we can like have a conversation about it at that point.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so Ishmaelin is behind this counter, probably like turned away doing something else, and
Yeah.
Richard
Paperwork.
just like walks in and goes, "Hey, there's my guy," and like without like actually introducing himself or like getting your attention, we'll just like reach over and like slap Ishmael on the shoulder and just be like,
Hmm.
"Hey, doing good work, getting into all that stuff done. Does the boss know you're here?"
I am the boss. Yes.
Behind the sunglasses, eyes are like wide and impressed, like, "Wow, nice job, man. You work fast. Great, great,
Hmm.
great, great, great." Uh, so I've been thinking, heard something from the boys back in town, if you know what I mean. And
Hmm.
you didn't tell anyone, did you?
Of course not. I think importantly, Ishmael's accustomed to having people mistake the two of them and loves to play along.
Oh no.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
Of course, I didn't tell anyone.
Cool, 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 cool. Uh, thing is, they've been asking some some questions about the money they loaned out and when they're going to be getting it back. And I could have sworn I told you to let Jerry know that it was all going to be okay. It was just investing right now. Investing. Did
Mm-hmm.
Jerry get the message?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna need to. I think we're gonna need to change plans though. Can you tell Jerry? I know he likes you better. He'll take it better coming from you. Can you ask Jerry to bring the money, to get the money back?
I have
Just not,
an
not like go for it.
important out of character question. You think you're talking to Jerry, right?
I forgot Jericho's.
Okay.
I forgot Jericho's nickname was Jerry. I was thinking of someone with just a Jerry name.
Oh. Amazing. Okay.
This is a different character I made up on the spot and chose poorly.
Other Jerry, you know.
Incredible.
It's Jerry squared.
Incredible. Mm-hmm. Other Jerry. I think Ishmael has been looking kind of confused, but goes along as like
This, this is great though if Ishmael is like, okay, I'll talk to Jerry and just goes and talks to Jericho.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can definitely talk to Jerry about that.
Yeah, and have you gotten the package yet? This is where like the lean over the counter finishes. Like
I don't know.
Well,
How
this
about
could be the moment that Huntington walks in if you want.
sure.
Okay. Yeah. So he comes in. He's like, "Fish, I finished cleaning up the other rooms. I want to talk to you."
Yeah. I will talk to you later. I don't think Ishmael knows Richard's name, probably recognizes. Would he know his name? He definitely recognizes him because he's his sibling's buddy.
Mhm.
Uh,
I've been in town for a little while, but
okay, so
do you want to say this is the
probably.
first time that Richard and Ishmael have actually interacted?
That's what I was thinking. But it doesn't have to be. That's was kind of my assumption, though.
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool. Yes, I have to take care of this very quickly, Richard. I will speak to you later.
Yeah,
Swing
yeah,
by,
yeah, yeah.
hour or two. I should be available.
Gotcha. Slow lean back over the counter. Turn to Huntington like, hey, are you delivering a package by any chance?
No, I work here. I'm not a mailman.
Doesn't this place handle mail? It's a hotel.
Uh, an employee and a male person are different.
Just gonna looks like confused. Like, who pays the mailmen then? If they're not employees.
Do you need do you need directions to the post office? Cause here,
There's a
come.
post office in town.
No,
Mhm.
come with me. And Huntington takes him by the elbow out the door and is like, all right, so you get on the highway and you go 20 minutes,
Yeah. Hold
25.
on, hold on.
Now when you
Kid. How do you know my buddy Jericho? Like talking in low tones, like physically like trying to intimidate you right now. That we're slightly farther away.
uh
Are you in? Are you cool?
I'm super cool. I mean, you know what? It's not cool to say you're cool. So you're just gonna have to, I don't know, check my vibe, dude. And he does that hand sweep up and down. He's like, look, does a little shaka. Yeah.
Somehow this quickly passes this person might be affiliated with the mafia test. I'm like, okay,
Oh my god.
take good care of him then. Big ol' slap on the back.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
So where's the post office?
You just-
I do need to know.
Back on the highway. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I agree with this black die.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
Also,
incapable of making character that succeeds on purpose.
quick check. If I move a die in the editor, everyone sees that. I don't need to like leave
Yes.
the editor.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And so, because we are in the first act, when you get a die, you give it to someone else. You don't keep your dice.
hmm
So who would you, Eli, who would you like to give this die to?
The rules that you can kind of give like whoever you want, doesn't have to be connected to the scene in any way. I
Mhm.
think that my presence here is going to making things more difficult for Ishmael in some ways. So I
Mhm.
think I'd like to pass it over to Salt and just
Sounds good.
let them deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eli
I
would
think
be
we're
Yeah.
going to just like the
to
rules.
as
So,
well.
We should be back up in a second.
Okay.
we back?
Hello.
I see
We're
it.
back.
Yeah.
Hello, chat.
Hey. All right. Next up is Morning, aka Jerry, aka Other Jerry.
I think it would be. I think it would make the most sense to meet with Ishmael. Maybe since you're supposed to pass on a message to quote unquote Jerry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe in the room. Are Richard and Jerry sharing a room at the hotel?
Um, Probably. Mm, it's a small enough town that we probably have enough open spaces that you can be in separate rooms most
Okay.
nights, but maybe occasionally Ishmael's like, you guys gotta share a room. Uh,
What if it's connecting rooms where Richard could overhear something in the other room quite easily,
mm,
but
I am
it's technically
fascinated
separate?
about how you've been living in this hotel and Richard hasn't noticed that we're different people. This is incredible to me. Um,
Entirely believe that Jericho is a quick change magician.
mm, yes, okay. Connecting room so that it's very easy sometimes to just like lug all your shit into the other room, so it can be rented out for the night. Sounds great.
Exactly. Also
Okay.
means that random people could overhear what's going on in the next door room.
Mm-hmm. Whoever Richard has over. Mm-hmm. Okay. You are setting, or do you want to establish or resolve this scene?
Oh, I think I'll resolve this scene.
Okay.
If someone else wants to establish.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like
I will say, I do think you have already
Oh,
established
you're
a
right.
scene.
All
It's
right.
Yeah.
got
that's
characters
fair.
laid out and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's fair.
That's the
part of
That
establishing
is,
is saying who else is in the
I
scene.
suppose that is what establishing is, isn't it? Okay. Um, so I think Ishmael comes up, knocks on your door, respects privacy enough to not just barge in.
Jerry has been just making a cup of coffee and comes over, peeks through the little peephole in the door, unlocks the lock, the chain, an extra lock that they have installed themselves on the door, and one more lock. Oh, Ishmael, hey.
Hey, Jerry, can I chat with you for a second?
Oh, yeah, sure. Something up?
Yeah, walking in sort of past you, probably like flops down in a chair. I think Richard still thinks we're the same person. I'm having fun with it, but you should know. Although I'm not totally sure. So he told me that he has a message for Jerry, but the only Jerry I know is you. But he also talked like I was you, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But I do have a message for Jerry, which is that he's looking for a package. I, Salt, have forgotten half of the message, I feel like.
So can
Wait,
Waiting on a
looking for a
package
package
and
and money?
money back that is currently being
Okay.
invested and people are looking for.
Waiting on a package. I don't know what package, and that there was some money that has been invested that you're looking for it back.
Jerry looks a little nervous. I didn't give him any money.
Hmm.
Maybe. Oh. Well, maybe it's someone else.
Could be.
Maybe it's someone else. That would make a lot more sense, right?
Probably. I mean, I don't. I really have no idea what he thinks. Do you know any Jerrys? Any other Jerrys?
I mean, I know a Gerald, but that's
Hmm.
not a Jerry.
Does he go by Jerry sometimes?
Not around me.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll talk to him later. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Probably. Thank you for the die. I was like, oh, this scene is. I don't know where else to go with it.
It's just bad news all around.
Yeah,
yeah.
it is bad news all around.
So, listen, there was actually something I kind of needed to talk to you about.
Yeah, okay. What's up?
We got word that maybe a friend of mine might be coming in, maybe 2 or 3. Do you know if there's maybe we could put them up somewhere?
You know, I think I could if they can all stay in one room, but we're coming on road trip season in the next couple weeks, you know that like early midsummer road trip season. We're gonna have a hop-in hotel, I think. So only if they will stay in one room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need you and Richard to share rooms again as well.
Oh, are you gonna put them next door?
Do you want me to? I can put them anywhere.
Not here. And could you do me one more favor?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way you can soundproof their room?
I don't think so. No. That's, I
Uh,
mean, staple blankets to the walls?
we could
That's like
get
extremely noticeable.
some foam or maybe those like yeah, maybe blankets.
Do you need them to not know that the room's been soundproofed?
No. Just
Okay. We can
as long as
definitely
no one else knows.
we can definitely staple blankets to the walls. That's probably soundproofing, right? This is not a hotel that has ever cared about soundproofing. It's way too cheap for that.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
hmm Okay.
Alright.
I assume because of the black die that the soundproofing won't work, but I'm sure we'll find out.
All right.
Sorry. Continue.
Oh, sorry. I realized I can't. Oh, yes, I can. I can go into edit mode.
Yes, edit mode is the way to move dice.
Yeah. I think I'll give that to Richard.
I deserve this.
Yeah.
So next up is Salt Ishmael. Would you like
Yeah.
to establish a scene or resolve a scene?
Hmm. I think I will establish because I would like to find out more about this promise that uh, Huntington's nickname was Davy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, more about this promise that Davy and Ishmael are in. Um, so I think I would like it to be the two of us, perhaps back in a staff room, break room type deal.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I think also potentially we should talk out of character a little bit about what we want this promise to be. Uh, if you're down with that.
Yeah. Like the first thing that came to my mind is a little bit too low stakes, but I don't know. It could still work. It can things can always stack. If the promise is something like you said, it's road trip season coming up, but Davy is like, no, I want to, like, I'm not Warp Tour, but like, I want to go to such and such, like a music festival. Like, I want to go do my own trip, and I requested, like, I told you I want time
Ooh,
off,
yeah,
kind of
shitty
thing.
manager, like, ah, no, actually, you can't take this time off that I promised you.
Yeah, it's not
Sure.
like a fiasco level, like, I need you to promise me to like delete my browser history. Like that's not even enough. But I still think it's pretty funny, and it's
Yeah,
very tied to that like work relationship.
yeah, totally. And it's totally the sort of thing that is like absolutely devastating to a 19-year-old as well. Uh,
Yeah, you will crush me.
hmm hmm Okay, so I think actually, you've been working at the front desk, and Ishmael has like, uh, called you back to the break room and is like, "Hey, I need to talk to you in my office." Uh, and then the scene starts. Cool.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
So Davy, uh, pulls out like a calendar, like a physical calendar, because we're in the early 90s. Uh, I know that I have you written down here as getting vacation. Um, However, unfortunately, two other employees with seniority to you have requested vacation in that period of time, and I have to deny your vacation because we are coming up on road trip season, and I cannot have three employees gone. So
Yeah, but
you're
I
gonna have to.
requested like months ago, and these tickets, he keeps them in his wallet. He pulls out his wallet, he waves. He like these tickets are non-refundable. I'm
Well,
taking a total babe, dude.
I can't let you. I can't let you stay, or I can't let you go. I vacation at this hotel is based on the hierarchy of the employee that requested it, and the two people that requested it after you are both higher in the have been. I mean, they've both worked here for like 8 years. I can't. I've got to honor them. I can't
Yeah,
let
I
you
know
go.
who the other two employees at the hotel are. Fish.
Then you know why I need you here.
But it's not fit. You know what?
Life
You're
isn't
gonna regret
fair.
this. Like he folds his tickets back up in his wallet and like walks out and pauses at the door. He's like turns around again, is like, you're gonna regret this.
Uh-huh. Ishmael has like an eyebrow, the one eyebrow raised. Like, uh-huh, yeah, I'm dealing with a teenager, aren't I? uh, I think the scene is over. I'm not sure how
Yeah.
that went.
I didn't put it. I no one put dice in.
No one put
I
dice
think
in.
that I do think that's a black die. I think that ended bad.
I think so,
Yeah.
probably. Because Davy is mad now. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm going to hand this one to I'll hand it to Jericho because we had bad times in our last scene.
Oh, how kind of
You're
you.
welcome.
We're still
Yeah.
not through bad time.
Mhm.
No, we'll never be through bad times.
Tragic.
This is kind of bad times the TTRPG in some ways.
I mean, they don't call it a fiasco for nothing.
Woo!
Um. All right, Davy, Kai, it is your turn. Would you like to resolve or establish?
Uh, as much as I want to switch it up and do a resolve, I know exactly what I want to make happen, so I'm going to establish.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I would like a scene with Vanessa, um,
Mhm.
because I think like Davy is going to complain to his mommy.
Oh yeah, because Ishmael
but
has denied vacation to the owner's child.
But what I think is he's going to approach it from a different tack. So we'll see if that works. Um, but yeah, I mean, like, should we do it in the location, like out front? Do we coincidentally run into each other as you're coming this way, or like
What
it
if
can be a conversation at home?
what if I'm picking you up from work? And this is a conversation happening on the location out front. And it's because you're like, uh, I bet we probably live very close, right? Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're like, maybe like, I guess blocks don't really work when you're out in the middle of nowhere, but we're not like far away.
Mhm.
But maybe you called me and were like, hey, can you pick me up or something? I don't know.
I don't have my own car.
You could have your own car if you wanted to.
You know what? It's in the shop. It's in the shop. Okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
lets me salve the player's ego. And still lets us make him baby. Yeah, yeah, I think that's really good. Um,
Alright.
so yeah, waiting out front. What car do you drive?
What's like two s- two steps down from a Porsche? Like wishes she could have a Porsche. There's
Toyota
I
Corolla,
Lincoln.
No, that's so like yeah, like a
car of
Lincoln
legacies.
or
a Lincoln. I
um
like a Lincoln.
like an old Cadillac.
I
Like
could
it's
see.
American. I wish it was not.
Yeah, I think it's either.
Oh,
I like the image of.
Mustang.
Oh
Mm.
no, you're talking. We're talking
With the
about.
with the po-
Davy's mom has got it going on. She's all
Here's the
okay.
thing.
I
Here's
can't
the
say
thing.
that to my mother.
You have the Mustang. Vanessa Davidson is
Oh,
driving the Cadillac. Um,
okay.
and I bet she shows up and she's wearing like she's wearing the National Pony Express T-shirt because she's been trying to sell T-shirts and the T-shirts look bad. Um,
Oh,
And she's like, "Hello, sweetie. Oh, you never let mommy pick you up from work anymore." And I get to see all of your little friends. And she probably waves to like some employee who wishes that they didn't have to work for her. And she's like, "Hi."
yeah.
Um, how was your day? How was work?
Oh, it's going. But Mom, I've been thinking, like, it's time to step up, and like Ishmael's been working here for a long time, and probably like it's time for a break or retirement. Like, he's got to be
But Ishmael is a
60,
very
70.
60. Wait,
I don't
Oh
know.
right, we never just like settled
He's
on the
older.
age thing.
Well, but
how
here's the
old
other
is
thing: how
Ishmael?
can a
And then
19-year-old gauge ages? Sometimes
exactly.
yes.
Better than
Other
that.
times.
A 19-year-old could maybe mistake 40 for 60.
I could see that.
Maybe.
I could see that. I don't
Once
think
you have
70
wrinkles, you are
though.
just the indeterminate old.
Yeah.
Mhm. You're older. You're like mom aged. You must be old.
But at the same time, like, he doesn't want to say he's old, but also say that he's 50 something because that's mom's age.
Of course, I would be offended. And I think she's like, oh, but Ishmael, he's a really nice guy. He's been working for us for like 10 years now, and I wouldn't want him to I wouldn't want to fire him. He's such a nice guy. He's never caused me problems. Not once in 10 years.
That's
I
impressive.
imagine we're driving
No
down like a
problems from the person who shelters mafia people in your hotel.
He's not
Ishmael's very
paying
good at
enough
their job.
attention.
Yeah,
She's
like,
not paying attention to
That is
that.
very fair.
And in this case, their job is covering up crimes.
What? Now, sweetie, why do you say that? What's wrong? It sounds like something's wrong. Why don't you tell mommy what's wrong?
Mom,
A little pinch on the cheek.
come on. Serious. Mom, how old am I? God. No,
Like,
what I mean is, like,
13.
it's time for, like, You are too funny. But seriously, Mom, like, it's a family business, and I want to, like, get involved. Like, I want to take the reins and, like, really make this place, like, poppin' again. It has never been poppin'. I said it in the chat, and it never has, but
I think I'm gonna give a white dice for this scene.
oh my God.
Ooh.
I think maybe you're right. Maybe you should be moving up to more responsibility. I feel like maybe if you can. Oh, what's the ultimatum? I bet she's gonna offer. She offers you, if you can get the entire hotel looking absolutely perfect before road trip season, maybe we can talk about promoting you. Maybe you can be a double manager.
Manager.
Manager 2!
But young man, I expect the entire hotel to be looking pristine.
He, like, sticks out his hand. She's driving, but he sticks out his
Yeah.
hand. He's like, Mom, it's a deal.
And I can't shake hands in the car, sweetie. All right.
You're
I think
way
that's-
too legalistic, Mom.
I think that's scene, unless you had more you wanted to do there.
No.
All right.
That's a great condition. I hate it.
Yeah. It's going to be really easy to clean a hotel when it's full of mafia people.
And also,
More
like,
than usual.
if it's before road trip season, and then I get the position in road trip season, I'm fucked. I'm hoisted
Yep.
on my own card, and that's great. I love it.
All right. Who do you want to give your white dice to?
I think it makes sense to give it to Ishmael,
All right.
who either way is going to get a very active and engaged Davy.
Oh yeah, Ishmael probably is just gonna assume that it's like Davy trying to get in his good books. Alright.
Right. So, I think I would like to establish a scene. Excuse me. I think I would like to establish a scene with Richard. And I think that scene is at the National Pony Express Association, an all-volunteer nonprofit historical organization for the purpose of identifying, reestablishing, and marketing the original Pony Express Trail headquarters, the local branch, which is just my living room. And I think that she is. So we had sort of talked about Richard wanted to get something out of the Pony Express Trail, wanted to do like crime with the
Yes.
Pony Express Trail.
Kind of, yes.
And so I think that this scene is us looking at a big map of the United States of America that I've got laid out on my table. And I think that Vanessa Davidson is. Now, this is where the Pony Express stopped. Now, oh my God, we're in Kansas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yes.
I don't know why in my
think
mind
so.
it's always Kentucky, and I'm like, no, Kentucky's wrong.
I keep thinking
I
Nebraska, and I
think-
feel like that's at least 3 states away.
Nebraska's
Kansas
close.
and Nebraska are neighbors. They're stacked.
My geography is not my strong suit.
And so I think that she's like, and here you can see where on the trail they did. Now they came right through, and they came right by the Manor Hotel, and they patronized for 24 days and 24 nights, kind of like in the Bible, but not really. A little different. And she gives a wink.
I've seen one of
Now
those.
does that, huh?
Real thick, probably like a bullet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now does that answer all of your questions about the trail, or do you have more? Because let me tell you, I can go all day.
Yeah, this has been so great, Mrs. Davidson. I've been loving to learn about this. The real history about the people who made America talk back in back for telephone and everything. It's just real cool to me. One of my favorite things about the Pony Express Trail, kind of side eyeing you past like the sunglasses which are still on despite being inside, is how secret it was, and how because you don't want to get letters to get intercepted if you're like fighting people in the old west. So when stuff was on the Pony Express Trail, no one could find it because of how good the route was.
Oh yeah, very secret. Really, very, really, truly, very secret.
And that's why
This
it's
is a
so
lot.
hard to find the proof that it passed through this town. The we're currently standing in because of how good their secrecy was.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, we definitely have proof. I have records from the hotel. Well, I don't know what accent I'm doing. I have records that
Rich.
show that that they were that they stayed here, very frequently on the trail, and that is and because we're we're a very old hotel. We are a historic landmark here in America, and that we have all these records going all the way back, and I think she's like standing up, and she's like gonna get you something, and then she notices the giant box of t-shirts that she has yet to give to anyone. And with your interest in the trail, I was wondering if
So interested.
I thank you, um do you want a shirt to show your interest?
Do you like hold up one of the shirts to like show off?
Oh yeah, and they are dog shit ugly. They are just the most like, this woman made them all herself. This is not a like, you couldn't go to a to like one of those websites where you just make like you get a billion of the same shirt. She made a stencil. This took her a week and a half. She bought like 100 shirts.
Glitter.
Um
There's glitter.
and oh, there's so much glitter. I imagine it's like brown. It's pink on brown with like green glitter.
Christ.
Oof.
That is one of the
Ooh,
worst possible
choice.
contracts you could have said.
I know.
You were not kidding.
Powerful
Yeah.
decisions.
And it would be a real help to sort of like the cause if you could maybe wear the shirt around and like tell your friends, and maybe next month's meeting, like the big meeting, well, I guess not next month. It's in like a couple days now. Maybe we could have a bigger turnout. Maybe we could start, doing some real restorative work on the trail.
Yeah, gotta get some more eyes on the hold up. Some more people who know about the real route the trail took and how secretive it was.
Oh yeah.
Stare to the shirt for a little bit. Yeah, I think I can wait, hold up. Uh are these shirts waterproof? Like how water soluble are they?
Um, very, very waterproof. Totally.
Oh
I
good,
mean,
good, good, cool.
because part of the Pony Express went through Niagara Falls, and so I
Yeah,
made sure that you could wear the shirts at all the points on the Pony Express
it's
Trail.
authentic.
It's authentic.
Uh yeah, that's great. Can I mean, I know you put a lot of work into like making these and getting all of the shirts, real nice. Uh, but like, I'm such a big fan of the trail and of your work in particular. Could I have like 12 shirts just in case something happens to 11 of them?
You have made her week. And she gives you, I can, absolutely. Do you want any, like, specific decals on them, or do you just want the ones that I've already got?
I think the ones you've already got will do just fine, Mrs. This will be so good. I'll make sure if I know people who really need waterproof shirts that they'll get them. They'll get one from me, and they'll know where I got them from, which is from you.
Yes, that would be so nice. And she gives you, like, 30 shirts.
Fantastic. These will be great for smuggling things through
Oh,
water,
yeah.
I guess.
Or, like,
Uh
soundproofing a room, maybe. Oh.
oh, that is not what I had in mind whatsoever. But you're right.
All right. And I think that's seen. I think that's good.
One last thing I'd like to possibly do is see if there is just ask like, hey, do you have? I'm sure you've got like a map of the real route, the Pony Express. Can we just look at that again, just for a couple of minutes in close detail? And
Oh,
also
yeah.
wondering if we can add the detail that on the back, like on the front of these shirts, like a horrendous, like logo plus like some text, and on the back, which Richard has not seen, is said map of the like Pony Express trail.
Uh-huh.
the, the,
I
the custom
also,
one that you have evidence for.
yeah, it's also the wrong Pony Express trail. B, I need to be clear, these shirts are not waterproof.
Yep.
Vanessa Davidson is lying. Yeah.
Oh, what the heck would a
Um,
waterproof shirt be? That's a wild, a
well,
wild thing.
If there's enough glitter and I stack like 3 shirts together, it might work.
You can
stack
waterproof
these
stuff
shirts
with
together, you're just gonna get glitter everywhere.
you can waterproof stuff with beeswax and paraffin.
Yeah.
I guess
It's
that's
like
true.
a vinyl shirt or something.
Yeah.
And I did
Did
realize
those
there is
exist in the
waterproof
early
clothing.
90s?
Yes, because babies would wear shorts made of it when they go in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
So they do not have diaper problems in the pool.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my die to my beautiful son, Huntington. I mean Davy.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
And yeah, let's go back to the top. Eli, it's your go. Do you want to establish a resolve?
What do people think about time skipping a little to like? So I think we're gonna have a scene right with Davy working on like cleaning up the hotel, right? And that
Yeah,
would be we'd want
maybe.
that to be before the like the couple friends come in of Jericho's, right?
Um,
Maybe
Yeah.
we could also just say that it happens. We don't have to have
yeah.
a scene of it.
I don't have a scene immediately in mind for something like that. And also the scenes can kind of flash back if they really have
Yeah.
to.
Don't
Okay.
So
have to be
do
chronological.
whatever you're thinking.
Okay. Uh, then okay, this I don't know how this is. I don't know how to go with like a the bare bones of an idea. So if people okay with flashing like forward, like time skipping until like the new friends have arrived, they've gotten the hotel room next to Richard and Jericho's, and there is like
I did not put them next to each other.
they were not next to each other. Okay,
I
okay,
was asked not to put them next to each other.
great. Okay, then they are not next to each other. Thank you. Uh, what was like eventually used as soundproofing?
I think we just took a bunch of. I mean, hotels have a whole fuck ton of blankets. I'm sure we just, you know, stapled blankets to the walls.
Like I think Richard is in that room with like three other people, uh, with like blankets stapled to the walls. There is some kind of like I'm trying to remember what they're called, like the little music tapes. We have to like manually
Cassette
like
tape?
wind them back. Yes, cassette tapes. One of those has been stuck in a cassette player and is like blasting like rock music at maximum volume to also like help drown it out. And Richard is wearing one of the shirts, which were broadcast as being one size fits all. That's not taking into account that you are wearing a full three-piece suit and then the shirt is on top of that, so it's a little stretched around the logo.
The logo,
Uh,
by the way, is like someone giving a thumbs up smiley face with like on top of a horse.
Is it just a little bit off center?
It's not a little bit off center. It's a lot off center. It
Oh
also is a
no.
very complex idea to convey 100 times over, so it doesn't look good ever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to play some of these just mafia NPCs?
Oh, please.
Sure,
I would
I'll
love
be
to.
one.
How many mooks are you thinking of having?
I said three because I think that's how many jerks that would be coming.
Sure. Then I will also. So, who are our mooks? Who said mooks?
Mhm.
That was me, Kai, and Morning, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And morning, your intention with these guys that they were kind of looking for an out or some distance from the from the mafia gang, right? And we're kind of like laying low here for a little bit.
Oh, I was thinking they were going to do something here. But
Okay, okay, okay.
either
Understood that.
either way works. I left it open.
I like them
Uh,
doing something because then
uh,
then they get to stick around.
yeah, I think I do too.
Oh, I have an idea.
Hmm.
They have a money printing machine in this hotel room, and that's why it needs soundproofed.
Okay.
Mm.
Is it a loud money printing machine?
I think it's not super
In the
loud,
90s?
but
Oh,
it
yeah.
is a machine.
Mm.
It does all the clicks and clunks and all that shit. Somebody will have questions if they hear clunk, clunk
I
all
think
day.
I think it's like maybe lawnmower levels of sound.
Oof.
Oh, my lord.
Oh
I
wow.
like the image of like three mobsters trying to not look like mobsters, carrying a lawnmower-sized thing wrapped up in like t-shirts because they're good for transporting.
What very
Uh,
waterproof.
and they're waterproof. And we can't get any water on the machine because then it'll ruin the prints. Wink.
Yeah, it's just a poster printer, for printing posters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
We definitely like come in dark of night kind of situation,
mm.
like 2 in the morning.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So I think Richard is sitting there with like a poker game going, but no one's been like the people like have their cards, but like no pokers have been shifted. It's just like if someone like looks in the window and be like, oh, they're playing poker, and there's like a box of T-shirts next to Richard, He's trying to talk over the music and the money printer at the same time.
Uh-huh. Hey, does this money printer work?
Probably. It's the Kansas City Mafia. They have resources.
To print money?
I mean, like counterfeit money.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'm promising you guys, that there's a great place comes right through here, where we can come, go, store things. No one will ever see come. There's so many caves on this trail. I've heard all about them. It's so wild, where someone would like hide there and just like kill and eat bears to like be real low under the law for like months. So I can hook you guys up with that, where you can really, be running some traffic through here, through the hotel, through the cave, through the trail. It'll be so great. But I know it can't help
Hey,
you guys to have like a bit of a money
Ricky,
printer there.
Ricky, how is the money gonna do us any good in caves?
Well,
You don't got stores in caves.
no, but you just like you keep it there for a little while, because when it's off the printer, it's hot, right? It comes up printer and it's hot because the ink's hot, and if suddenly
It's
there's a whole
not
bunch
that
of
hot.
money coming out. It's not that hot. I thought it was kind of hot. That's what t-shirts are for.
I
Protect your
had to
hands.
take a class. I had to take a class on this machine. I don't think it's gonna be hot for more than 20 minutes, an
Well, I
hour.
mean, a lot can happen in 20 minutes. I mean, cops could like if cops like busted down here, I could get out of here in 20 minutes. I don't know if you could carry the machine out of here in 20 minutes. Not with all that hot money.
So
Will
why
it
don't we
take
set up in the cave?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can keep the money in a cave, and then use the trail, the trail, the official trail to go somewhere else. Like this thing goes to like Niagara Falls, it goes to Canada, it goes to like Los Angeles. You can go wherever you want with this thing, and then use that money when it's no longer hot.
They got caves that go to Los Angeles?
Man, the cave networks are wild in this place, man. They go so deep. I've like underground waterfalls with like ice cave, like fish that don't got no eyes anymore because it's so dark down there. But we've got lights, so it'll be fine.
Then
But
Ricky,
Setting
why
up
don't
Now,
we just set up the printer in the caves?
yeah, it'll be great. You can use the ice to cool the money. But here's the thing. I know where the caves are and where the trail is. But I gotta ask something of you guys first. I can't just be giving you all this information for free. I mean, we're tight, but we ain't that tight.
all right.
That black guy's drunk.
Naturally. What you got in mind?
You guys know Jerry back in Kansas City. That Jerry.
Big Jerry or Small Jerry?
I Big Jerry. I haven't met Small Jerry. Small Jerry might be bigger than Big Jerry, but I think it's Big Jerry. He's got like he looks like two bears stacked on top of each other with a mustache.
Oh, really big Jerry. Okay.
There's a
Huge
third one.
Jerry.
There's a fourth one.
Oh, there's like 5.
Common name. Common name.
Especially in Kansas City Mafia. Okay, so then yeah, huge Jerry. So I gave him some money to invest, and it turns out that he might have invested it in the wrong kind of place, uh, with like slot machines and stuff, and did not in fact give me back my return. So Donnie, Donnie
Small
looks like
Donnie?
two wet. There's more than one. Two cats that got wet and then real angry.
Oh, Donnie Bedwetter.
Donnie Bedwetter. Donnie Bedwetter. That's the guy. That's the guy. Yeah, so he's where the money came from, and now he's asking for it back. So you guys have this slick machine that can do a lot for us, but you don't want to be safe. You want to be in a cave with this machine. So if say the first like $5,000 that come off this machine goes to me, which then goes right to Donnie, and that means Donnie ain't sniffing her out around here, and he ain't gonna try and like mess with the machine. You guys have a good thing going. I want to help you guys, but you got to help me keep Donnie from coming after you. You get what I'm saying?
No, but I want to go into the caves.
Cool. Give me give me the first like $500 off the machine. I'll get you the caves. You can pay me the other 4,500 afterwards.
All right, but I got one question.
Uh-huh. And I
You
got a t-shirt
mentioned
and
you
an answer.
mentioned killing and eating bears. Are we gonna have to do that?
No. See, they got these wicked things called these like they sell them in the gift shop downstairs. They're the Pony Express MRIs. Wait, that's not is what's the actual name for like freeze dried
MRE.
MREs? The Pony Express MREs, official style. So you just like use some of the money from the machine if you wanna take like 10 of those. You'll be set for like a week, and then and like I've got a buddy here, like tell he's the one who like land you the spot, Jerry, our Jerry, this Jerry, my buddy Jerry, not the other Jerry's, who he's gonna be like ferrying more of these like emeries out to you guys. You guys are gonna be set in the caves. You're gonna be so set. We're gonna like run a phone line down there. You can like call your parents, kind of set.
Sounds good, boss.
Great, great, cool. Do we play poker now?
Yeah.
Great. Anything else? Or is
We-
that the scene?
I think that's the scene. We also did get 2 dice at some point.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
both a black die and a yellow die, and a white die that's been frozen. Wait, yellow die? What?
Which one were you playing towards in that scene?
Uh, I'm seeing this as a positive outcome because part of Richard's goal was to use the Pony Express to get stuff to be able to lay low and get the money to pay back Donnie. And I think that this works out if the machine actually works.
Yeah.
And I think
Alright.
whether it works or not is the difference between whether this is a white or a black die. But Richard thinks that he's got it made, he's got it solved. Donnie Bedwood, no longer a problem. Also, my accent went slowly more and more like Chicago mobster as we got into that scene.
Alright. So who do you want to give your white die to?
I gotta give it to my buddy Jericho. I think it's working out
Oh
for the
no,
both of
thank
us.
you.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing for all of us, especially for you, especially for Ishmael when I next ask him to go ferry MREs to some weird cave.
Oh no. Yeah, this'll go good.
Speaking of Jericho,
Yeah.
it is your scene. Would you
It
like
is.
to resolve or establish?
Hmm. Um I think I will resolve. Am I saying that because I'm not sure what to do for a scene? Yes.
And that's valid.
Uh-huh.
All right. Does anyone have an idea for a Jerry scene? I could see maybe we get a scene with Jerry and Jerry and Huntington don't really know each other, right? That's like
However,
Jerry
However-
says
Davy
we
Davy
know.
doesn't necessarily realize the twin thing either.
Yeah, that's
true.
totally
Mhm.
possible.
and Jerry lives at the hotel, so I'm sure they like see each other. Jerry does live
Also-
at the hotel right now, right?
Yeah, Jerry and Richard.
Cool. Ooh, we got a raid. Hello,
Oh,
raiders.
hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Roll Plus Bond 4th anniversary stream. We are playing Fiasco right now. We are using the Mana Hotel kit. If you would like to, we are. raising money, of course, for the Trans Lifeline, wonderful
Let
charity.
me get that message there.
Yeah,
There we
put that
go.
message in there.
Oh, double post.
Another
Jinx.
And if you would like to donate, you can follow the link that was double posted in the chat and come over and donate to Trans Lifeline and help out. It's a wonderful charity. And yeah. So is there anything I'm missing? Is there what else am I
I'll add
supposed
that this is part of a 72-hour stream. We are just starting day 3 of that. But if right now it doesn't work with your schedule, you can come back in a couple of hours, 8 hours, and we will still be going with different games, but for the same cause.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There may be there could be ads on stream if Twitch puts them there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Twitch
Hmm.
will whether you are partner or not. Twitch, I believe, will play ads. It's just if you are like
Amazing. Very well.
partner
I will look
affiliate,
into
you
that.
get a little bit,
Nightmare.
I have an ad blocker. I have no idea.
All right. And we are in the middle of our Fiasco game. For we are following these chuckle fucks in the Kansas City Mafia and also the Pony Express and also this bad hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And we were about to establish a scene for morning for Jericho. With Jericho or Jerry and Davy, aka Huntington Davidson. What if? So we talked earlier about, or like the opening scene was like Davy getting like a little bit involved with the mafia. What if this was the scene where Davy gets like a little bit more involved with the mafia?
An
With
alternative that I can see is like if Jericho starts to do like some like I don't know, kind of like parental father-sonish kind of like bonding with Huntington, where Davy thinks that this is Ishmael suddenly being super weird about things and trying to pretend like nothing is wrong between them despite the currently ongoing revenge streak, and Jericho not knowing that Richard thinks Davy is part of the mafia.
Oh yes.
The other thing I was
Oh.
thinking about is like if I go to Jerry thinking that they're Ishmael, then I can be like, so what's up with your weird friend and how loud they're playing their music? Like other customers are complaining. Like what are we supposed to do? And that could be like either further dragging him into the like mafia, the vaguest of mafia connections. It could be like, yeah, I don't know.
I think that's a good place to start. That is the establishment
Yeah.
of the scene.
And sorry, I didn't notice like which outcome are you looking for Jericho?
I think I decide that about halfway through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can decide at any point whether you want the scene to be.
I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I'll, for simplicity, I'll say I'll be working towards like a black die.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Cool. Yeah. So I think I see you walking around because if I see you coming out of your room, then I'll know that you're not Ishmael. So yeah, like Davey comes strolling up. He's like, "What's up, boss? I have some work concerns."
Oh, Davy, right? Yeah. What are you concerned about?
Well, so you know your friend who is like constantly coming to the office and like asking weird questions about the mail and packages and stuff. So like his room is so loud. And people are
Oh,
coming to the desk and complaining. Like, I don't know if it's better that you kind of tell him to rein it in, or what?
Oh, I see what you're. What do just out of curiosity, what do people think is what do they think is loud in there? What have they been calling it?
Um, they've mostly been saying that it's like some bullshit music, and there's probably like some kind of party going on, which is gonna mess up the stuff, but they haven't called for housekeeping, so I don't know like the actual condition of the room.
Okay, music, loud
Yeah.
music. Okay.
Well, like, but bullshit.
Let
I don't know, like maybe some kind of like noise stuff. Like, I don't listen to that; it's too boring. But you know, when it's just like bam,
Oh,
chunk.
yeah. They're
Yeah,
listening to industrial music, right?
is that what it's
So,
called?
definitely. So, uh, Jerry kind of like looks you up and down. You, heard from Richard that you're cool?
There's a lot of weird people around asking weird questions like this, and you've worked with me for like 3 years, Fish, and like I need you to be your own judge about my coolness. It should be self-evident, I think.
Alright. Hey, I have maybe. I have a job for you, if you, would be willing to. Um, you'll, you know that party?
Yeah,
That
the one
party
everyone's
that everyone's
complaining about.
complaining about? Yeah.
Hmm.
What if, what if I, what if I took you to that party, you know? Um, showed you what's going on there. And, maybe
I got to be
you.
honest with you, boss. Is it like overtime or? Oh gosh, how do I say this? I didn't want to come out and say like, yeah, I'm cool, because like that's not what cool people say. But I cannot be going to like old man's parties. Cannot be seen. Cannot be seen with that. Especially like I'm busy. I'm trying to like put my all into this hotel. It's my family business. You know, it's important to me or
Family
whatever.
business. Right. Oh.
Mm. Oh, I'm gonna get in so much
Perfect.
trouble for that.
Yeah. I think, it is overtime. You definitely should come to this party. Come here at 10 p.m. Is that all right with you?
It's a bit early for like a good party to start, but okay.
You know, sometimes sometimes the best parties you gotta set up a little bit for.
Oh, okay. I don't have to attend the party. I'm just setting up. Yeah, I can do that.
Great. I'll see you there.
That's a good ending.
Mhm.
All right, and so that
19's
is
old enough
a
to join
that's
the mafia, right?
Sorry, say that again.
19's old enough to join the mafia, right?
he can join the
I
mafia at
guess it
any
is to
age.
Jerry. All right. So this black die, let's give that to Vanessa.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have
Yay!
any dice yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dice
Also, for your son
time!
being indoctrinated into the mafia.
Yeah.
Congrats, it's a black die.
Hey! Wow.
Hooray!
All right. So next up is actually Ishmael. Dalton.
Actually, for real, Ishmael. Um,
Would you like to establish or resolve?
I think I also want to resolve. Yeah. I would also like to resolve.
All right. Does anyone have a good idea for an
Okay.
Ishmael scene?
We haven't
I
done
have an
anything
idea.
with. Oh yeah.
Well, I was thinking it could be a like uh Vanessa check-in on the
Ooh.
business kind of situation. Like maybe put the put the bug in his ear that like Davy is, or like Vanessa is thinking about the possibility of like Davy going into management too, and like uh but that's
Yeah.
it, that is very me focused, so I don't know if it's like if she wants to host some event here actually, maybe.
Mm.
The hosting
Oh,
of the
the
well,
the entire like Pony Express Association.
Like a
well, here's
convention.
the thing.
Pony
The
Express
All four of
entire
Association
us.
convention.
yeah,
What
the
what if
entire
it what
Pony
if
Express. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
what if she's hosting the actual like Pony Express team,
Oh
like
yeah.
historical team from like the actual like places, and hoping to kind of you know, help convince them that this is truly like part of the Pony Express.
Oh
Mm.
yes, absolutely.
I have an
Um,
important consideration, which is, do we want to add more plot points?
we only have like
That's a really good point.
let's
I've got
take
a
a moment.
potential way to bring this into the already existing one, depending on how much attention we do want to put into this, into this convention.
Let's take a quick moment, mostly for me, because I forget easily.
Okay.
Um, the things we have on the table are Huntington or Davy getting promoted if he does good job cleaning. Um, we have the money printing machine
Yes.
and the caves,
Mm-hmm.
and Huntington Davy getting involved in the money printing machine.
Yeah.
Those are sort of the big things going on right now, yeah?
Well, the money printing is
The
to pay back Donnie Bedwetter.
Right.
yeah. And then I guess we also have like summer season, road trip
Yeah.
season
Yeah.
as a like minor pressure, but
Mhm.
none of these involve Vanessa yet.
That is true.
I was also envisioning, and you guys can tell me if you were thinking of it a different way. I was envisioning road trip season as like being something that's like that's outside the scope of this game.
Yeah,
Like
that was my thought.
we're ending before road trip season.
Oh,
We will fully
okay.
explode
Could,
before then.
Yes.
at the very least, I don't think it's a thing we focus on. I just made it up because I needed a reason to make it a black die that I was gonna still give them the room.
Yeah. Um yeah, I think one more thing is good, but I do think we
All
should
right.
make sure oh, excuse me. Make sure we're not adding too much as we progress.
Yeah, totally. I just wanted to like check in on that. All right.
Yeah.
Because we are also rapidly approaching
The
the
tilts.
tilt.
Ooh.
All right. So yeah, I think I so maybe it's like Vanessa coming into Ishmael's office
Mm-hmm.
um and she's brought the box of shirts. Um
Great.
does so Ishmael's been working here like 10 years. Does
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa have like a nickname for Ishmael, do you think? Does Vanessa also call Ishmael Ish? Or
It could be ish. Oh,
Oh,
have
I've
I
only
been?
been calling him Fish.
Yeah, I thought you
oh,
were saying fish. Could
I'd
be
assumed it
Ish.
was Ish, but was very excited to meet Jericho and say, so when did what's his fish nickname about? What did you do? Did you catch a big fish?
Um, I think.
Yeah,
Oh no,
alright.
Vanessa comes in and she's like, "Hi there, Mr. Lamb. Hi, hi," and
Hello,
she
Mrs. Davidson.
gives you like the big handshake, and she sets down this
Mhm,
box on top of
mhm.
your obviously important documents. Um,
He looks annoyed but doesn't say anything.
so I know that we have a lot of stuff going on right now, but coming up soon is the National Pony Express, as National Pony Express Association, quote, an all-volunteer nonprofit historical organization for the purpose of identifying, reestablishing, and marking the original Pony Express. I've been saying marketing the whole time.
Oh,
Marking the original Pony Express trail, and they are having a convention, and I signed us up. It's gonna be in about a week.
uh-huh.
And I wanted it to be here. Now, I know you're not big on the Pony Express stuff yet,
Mm-hmm.
but
It's a pained look on his face.
how would you feel? And she pulls a shirt out of the box. Um,
Oh,
about helping me set up for the convention.
Real quick, by this point, would Ishmael have seen at least 4 other people walking on the hotel also wearing this shirt?
yes, exclusively the Mafia people have been
Yes.
wearing this shirt. Yes. Uh-huh.
It's how we know if you're cool.
Um, what convention room are you putting it in, Mrs. Davidson?
Clarifying question.
Uh-huh.
We don't have a convention room, do we? Are we that
That
big?
was my assumption. My
that we
assumption was
don't?
that that was a
There-
rhetorical question that we don't
Oh,
have
Yeah.
one,
okay.
and
Oh.
that was the like the what the fuck do you call it? Polite deflecting way of pointing out that we don't have one.
Yeah.
Well, we have out in the front, we have this big swimming pool, but we don't have any water in it right now. So I was thinking that we could sort of clear that out maybe, and we could, make the outside nice, because the inside is sort of not very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand, it's hard, but also outside could stand to be a little nicer maybe. And we could maybe beautify the outside and, host it'll only be like 30 people to 40
Okay.
people.
Mrs. Davidson, I need a little bit of clarification. Are you thinking that we fill up the pool and host the convention at the poolside, or use the pool as the room that the convention is in as an empty pool?
Ish. Or sorry, Mr. Lamb. I had not considered
Oh
the
God.
second option there. And honestly, that sounds very exciting. I think that would really, get there. I think maybe
Great.
if you could.
And then we can save money on pool chemicals. Excellent plan.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
well,
think, unless, oh, sorry, go on.
just leave those shirts here. I'll put them out in the foyer. Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely. Good plan. Get people started on the or I wouldn't say hype train. Get people excited early.
No, Vanessa's a Twitch streamer in 1990. Where do you think the money comes from?
Oh, damn. It definitely doesn't come from
This hotel.
it doesn't come from being inheriting land or anything.
Plot twist,
Alright.
Vanessa also has a money printing machine.
Yeah, it's called nepotism. All
Mhm.
right. I think that's scene.
Yeah, I gave myself a black die because that seems bad and stressful.
Yeah.
And now you give it
Yeah,
to
I think
someone else.
that's fair.
Oh yeah, now I have to give it to someone else.
I want to note, I feel like it would be. I feel like Eli brought up a very good point that all the people associated with these shirts are in the mafia, and they use it to identify other people in the mafia. I think that would be a funny thing to sort of keep track of.
And Ishmael definitely knows that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Amazing.
I have handed this black die to Vanessa because she's causing problems for me.
That
I love
makes
to
a lot
cause
of
problems
sense.
on purpose.
It's the causing problems on purpose game.
Also, real
Mhm.
Kai, it is your scene.
Yeah. Um, I have an idea, but if someone else has a better one, I'm happy to, what's it called? To like assign myself the dye color later. But what I'm thinking is instead of showing the party, we actually like jump even ahead of that to like Richard and the other mafia ones. Um, caves, or like how much like does Richard know a lot about the caves, or was he kind of full of shit?
Richard knows a lot about the caves, and all of it is information that has come from Vanessa. There's probably
Oh,
like one book that Vanessa like gave him and is like, oh, this is where so much my info comes from that he's looked over and like taken notes on, but it's like not very well sourced from like the 1840s about like all the cool things that happen in this part of America from someone who has only ever lived in New York City. So there
yeah.
probably are some kind of caves, but the vast majority of what I was pitching is not true.
Okay.
So is
Also,
But
you're
what I was
thinking
thinking is
like
that like the caves are definitely something that like a just out of high school kid in this area would know about. And like
Oh.
if it's brought up at the party, at the you cannot see my quote fingers at the party, then like that's absolutely the kind of thing that Davey would be like, oh yeah, dude, like my car's broken right now, but like if one of you has a car, we can go over. I'll show you the caves. And like it could be a cave intro scene.
I think it would be really funny. This is because at the beginning we were talking about a time skip. If the mafia thing climaxes at around the same time the Pony Express thing climaxes.
I
So,
have an idea for that potentially if that ends up being your next scene, Jenna.
I think that has to, that's like post
That's
tilt,
an
you
act
know?
two, yeah.
Okay. That can wait.
That's post. I think both of these things should become problems post tilt. So I think that we can have the looking at the caves scene without needing to like skip ahead at all.
Okay.
Oh, I just mean I want to skip the party scene. I don't want to
Yeah.
be.
Like you're
I don't want to
We
be
don't
already,
need to
at a
give the
party
rundown,
yeah.
audience.
with
You've
olds.
you've already decided like so you're aware that this is
Oh.
the mafia and have decided to like help out, right?
Good question.
there is no way you went to that party with a cash printer and didn't go, oh, these guys are doing crimes, whether or not you
That's
know they're in
true.
the mafia.
They didn't like hide the printer. Then yeah.
Where the
Yeah, the
fuck
point
in a
of having you
hotel
come
are
by
you
was
gonna
to
hide
the
Blankets.
yeah, the
Blankets on
whole
top.
Inside a box used to be full of t-shirts with a couple t-shirts on top.
Oh, my mom gave you lots of t-shirts, damn.
And they are very, very heavy.
Okay. So who is going to the who is going to the caves? It seems to me like Richard and Jerry and maybe some of the other mafia ones, but like they don't need to be voiced because that's already 3 people in the scene. Does that seem good?
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe we could have like one representative mafia person just in case.
I am the only mafia person who is not already a character in the scene, so I can do that.
Yeah, if needed. Cool. Then the final question I have is Jericho making it clear that they are not Ishmael?
Um, no, I think it would be um I think in this case it was earlier, you know, they realized that there was a mix up and played along. I think now they've just genuinely forgotten that you would have no idea who I was.
You would also like
Amazing.
probably hear them getting called Jerry.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay, you would,
Or,
unless you
well,
think
here's the thing.
oh, maybe you think that's like a thing you do in the mafia where you have like, you know, fake names.
Or the other thing is, people call each other by last names all the time.
Oh, true.
I love it if I still think that my boss is part of the mafia. And I'm like, oh, I can take this to my mother. Like, or whatever. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe this is fun. Maybe I have found a direction in life. But let's get into it. So, Richard, what kind of car do you drive?
I hadn't pictured having a car for this point, but definitely makes sense. If we're going to some caves, uh,
Jerry
Would
Jerry could be the one with the car.
yeah, I'm down with that. Because Richard's been here for a little while, like quote unquote infiltrating. So is Richard just
right.
like navigating then, like map in one, like map, like in the passenger seat, just like map in hand.
Oh, that's kind of what I was doing,
Okay, right.
like with my knowledge of the
Right, because you
caves.
know where the caves are. Like, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
But if no one has an idea for what the car
J-
is, then we can just be in it and on the way.
Oh, Jerry drives a Pinto for sure.
The
Okay.
horse.
No, the famously explosive Ford Pinto.
From the
What?
70s.
It
Pinto
has
car
such a nice look.
explodes.
It
Pinto
does.
car explode. Google.
Mhm. I'm looking at the Ford Pinto Wikipedia page and pressing Control F explode.
Yeah, the thing
Explode,
is,
fire,
it
disaster.
had, I believe it had like the gas tank in an inopportune place where if it was hit just right, it would just like become a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Beautiful.
are all
I look
driving
forward to
in
that.
that
Yeah, I
to
look forward to that
caves.
coming back to us later. But yeah, so
Extremely relevant.
yeah. If it makes sense that Richard is in the front seat, that's good. But like the navigating is
Nah.
being done. Okay. Um,
I think Davey's in the passenger then.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, as a
Um,
little sign of respect.
oh wow. So he's like giving directions. I'm gonna say it's got to be midday. Like it could get to night at some point, but we're not doing this in the dark because otherwise it's not like you can't see where the caves are. So he's like, okay, you got to turn left up here, and then we're gonna pass a big. Do you see that big tree? We'll go left
Uh,
again.
all right, yeah, yeah.
Here.
Oh! That
Like
thing?
scream. Yeah, it's a tree and it's big. All right. Anyway, okay. Now we're gonna go. Okay, the next road is not so much a road as like a track. So get ready to off road, boys. And like there's like the road ends or it goes from like asphalt to gravel as he's talking, and then it's like dirt. It's all rutted and we're bouncing. And I think there's like it kind of gets to a little clearing, sort of up by a little hill kind of rise situation. Like these are not mountains. There is no such thing. This is just like a little bump up in the ground. Um, and he's like, all right, you guys got flashlights? I only brought one.
Of course we do.
Okay. All right. So like this is a good one. It goes pretty deep and then it seems like it goes out a bit. Like after you go okay, so he like unzips his backpack and he's got some rope. He's like, this shouldn't be too necessary, but like sometimes if you want to like really explore around, like, you know, rocks fall, you gotta figure out new routes and stuff. But this one is like a real good cave for partying because it's pretty spacious, just like right in here. And he like points to the
You said
entrance.
partying?
Yeah.
How many people know this cave is here and like come here to party?
I don't know, like in the summertime
I
is
I
probably
thought you knew about this cave because you were cool. How
yeah,
many other people
cool
are cool?
parties. Do you want like a less cool cave? Like I thought you were like documenting this stuff for my mom's weird group.
Yeah,
Or wait, do you want to like I'm not 100% sure what you want to do with these caves, dude.
but we're putting down the trail, right? Gotta mark it out. That's part of it. But we want to find the caves on the trail that people haven't already marked out, because that way it'll be cooler for your mom's presentation to the convention next week. So if we can find a cave that people don't already know about, and maybe don't like
Oh.
frequently come by with their music and party and stuff, then it'll be better for your mom.
Yeah, and we don't want to ruin this place
Okay.
for, everyone having their parties here.
You know what? That's real big of you. That's cool. You know what? I did think, okay, so I thought of another place. I feel like only me and Theodore know about it. Because we used to make out there and he moved out of town. So it should be pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to
Yeah,
drive a
that
little
sounds.
more.
And
So
by
like,
by the way,
mhm.
kid, sorry about Theodore. That's rough.
Dude, he moved out of town. It's like totally fine. That was
Wait,
like
that wasn't a
that was
euphemism.
like no, that was like sixth grade, and his dad's in a very boring business that moves. I don't, dude. I am not your friend. Thank you for your sympathy, but it's weird. And so, um, so like,
Richard, devastated, shattered, will never recover. Been destroyed by this 19-year-old.
so I think we get back in the car. We drive a little ways further, and like when we get out, it's a way smaller. It's more of like a hole in the ground than it is like a hole that you could walk into. So this is kind of like a drop-in cave. He's like, all right, well, it's good I brought the rope because like this one is definitely more of like a spelunking situation. So he like ties the rope, and I think we'll just kind of skip to where we're all down inside of it, and it's definitely the kind of cave that still has a pretty good amount of space, but there's some like deep holes to be aware of. And he's like pointing those out. Is this kind of what you're looking for?
And now this is perfect.
Yeah, this looks great.
I thought it was
For
Okay.
worse.
Markin.
Jerry has some like chalk and is like kind of drawing chalk circles around like anything too hazardous like the holes and such.
I'm following behind and like has some kind of like powder or something that like maybe it's just like leftover glitter from the shirts that will like reflect light. So when it's like dark, people using flashes in here, it'll like shine off of the chalk circles and the glitter, so they can easily avoid them.
That's really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't really know if this is like, this feels more like it's a good result for other characters than for Davy, but it's not like a bad result for him.
Yeah,
So I don't
yeah.
know. Like, how do we want to push it more one way or the other, or does it feel pretty good?
I think that's a
Here, I'll make it a little more white die for Davy.
Okay.
You know, this here, I'm glad you knew about this. This is real good work. And Jerry like hands you $300 in counterfeit cash.
This is amazing. Davy's like, whoa, that is some good overtime fish.
Fish. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you help us out more, that's the kind of overtime you'll be pulling in.
Well, I mean, like, soon enough, I will not be getting overtime from you. I'll make my own overtime, but like, I appreciate the sentiment. Thanks.
Oh, ambitious. I like it. All right.
We like
Yeah.
ambition.
That is a
In the background, still like diminished, but still chiming in.
No, that's a beautiful ending line too.
Yeah.
All right.
So are you giving
have
that white die to?
Mhm.
Ah, I am not sure if it's going to Jerry for the absolutely impish nonsense they're getting up to with like the implication of Ishmael, or if it's to Richard for the society. I think it's to Richard. Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
We're gonna end up with like everyone having one white die and one black die, except for Vanessa, who has two black die.
Yeah.
Winning. I just need
if you
everything to go poorly for me.
if you haven't played Fiasco, at the end of this, we will roll our black dice and our white dice. Take subtract one result from the other, and the smaller the number after that, the worse your ending is. So having a lot of the same color means you'll have a good ending, and having a lot of different colors means you're very likely to have something terrible happen to you.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I just want to
Now-
say that according to some group based out of St. Louis, that in the whole of the 1990s, the minimum wage in Kansas was $2.65 an hour. The $300 is a fucking huge amount of work.
Wow.
Overtime pays real well.
Yeah. I have. So, we're about to head into the tilt. This will be the last scene before the tilt. So I do think, I know I had said earlier that maybe the meeting and stuff, the Pony Express thing should be after the tilt, but I do think that might be a better lead into the tilt.
It could be a many-day conference.
You know what? It
Friday, Saturday,
absolutely
Sunday.
could be. Yeah, so I think that we are at the Friday, and people are starting to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Would anyone like to play members of the National Pony Express Association, quote, an all-volunteer nonprofit historical organization for the purpose of identifying, reestablishing, and marking the original Pony Express trail.
I suspect
Uh,
I will be playing Ishmael,
Hmm.
at least a little bit, so I'm not going to.
The rest of us
I'd like
could.
to, possibly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the rest of us maybe just like chime in, I guess, if you don't want to like limit it.
Yeah. So I think that there's like a little bit of greetings. Like Vanessa is like she's wearing the shirt. Like she's wearing like nice shoes and like a nice sort of nice pants, and she's got her hair done, but she's also wearing this god awful shirt.
Has she bullied Ishmael into wearing this shirt and the other employees that I assume are here?
Does it count as bullying? It does. I was gonna say, does it count as bullying if you're just being passive aggressive and like holding wages at stake? And I think that
Uh-huh.
that's probably.
That's beyond
definitely
bullying it into
bullying.
illegality.
Well, she's
Yeah.
not. She wouldn't say that she's doing that.
Yeah, but that doesn't make
But-
it less illegal. I mean, it kind of does, but
It's not illegal if no one can ever prove it in court, right?
tapping my
Mhm.
head 3 times. That's how you know it's legit. I always forget. Sidebar. I always forget that's a friends at the tableism because I just say that all the time.
Mhm.
Same
always very fun.
here.
Yup.
Yeah. I was
Anyhow.
running. Oh no, I'm not going to share that. That will be a long story. I will not.
So, and I think that she's going around, she's greeting people, and she's like, "Hello, Doctor, whatever, and hi, Miss, whatever," and eventually, like, comes up to Lamb. She's greeting people in the foyer. And
Yeah.
she comes up to Ishmael, and she's like, "Mr. Lamb, how is the preparations coming along?"
Just wonderful. Everything's set up exactly as you requested.
Oh my! I'm
Wait,
so
sorry, reparations?
Preparations.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think Vanessa even knows what reparations are.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. So she's like, "I'm so excited. Thank you so much. You're doing such great work-ish." Or sorry, Mr. Lamb.
Thank you, Mrs. Davidson.
And now, I wanted to talk to you, and there's like a bunch of, I have to imagine these are the kind of people who show up to yacht clubs, who would show up to yacht clubs if they were on the coast, but they're not on the coast. They're like in the middle of nowhere, and so they have dedicated themselves to the Pony Express, and like one professor, you know? And she's like, "Now, I wanted to talk to you about Davy, and I know I should probably have picked a better moment for this, but now,
Mm-hmm.
if you had to say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not very good and 10 being extremely good, how would you rate his performance recently?"
He pauses for potentially longer than he should and then says 10, but in a very
Really?
unsure voice.
That is so good to hear, because I've also been thinking that Davy has been working at... Sorry, she doesn't say Davy. I've been thinking that Huntington has been working at a 10 also. And he was helping out the other day with the Trail Association. He asked me for some of my maps. And so, and I think he's doing really good work here. And, I bet that I bet that, maybe if this goes well, maybe after the summer season, you could have a new, not manager, because I would never demote you, Mr. Lamb.
Manager.
Co-manager.
He makes a very strangled sound. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes.
And I think that she's like, and isn't that going to be so exciting anyway? And then someone like calls her over from the foyer, is like, where's the chips? I don't know. And she's like,
Mrs.
anyway,
Davidson, these chips shaped like ponies are delightful.
I know I made them myself, isn't that? And then gives Lamb a little wave.
Just run out of salt and historical inaccuracies.
I think that was a white dice scene for you. Yeah?
Yeah. That sounds about right.
You're getting what you want out of this.
Yeah.
All right.
Excuses to nepotism your child.
Speaking of nepotism, I'm going to give my beautiful son this white dice. All right. It is time.
Take a break? Ooh. Can we take a break
Sorry.
either right before or right after we do the tilt?
I think we should roll it so we know who's picking.
Oh.
And then take a break.
I like that.
Trust me, I was thinking about this yesterday. So, the tilt... Oh, I have to scroll down in my PDF because I had to scroll all the way up to find out that Fiasco was written by Jason Morningstar. Basically, we're going to roll all the dice that we have. And that, how do we roll dice?
Just click it.
Just click it and it...
Oh. I don't think
Like
that's
that.
true.
Try it.
It opened the edit widget JSON for me, and I don't...
Did make sure you're in the active game editing.
Yeah, you have to be in active game view, and it has to be a left
Davey.
click.
I see.
I got 11.
Yeah, so we're going to roll all the dice, and everyone should roll their dice as well. Okay, and is this...
Did everything in the center get rolled?
I did roll all of it, but you could roll it again if you so desire.
Can we multi... I think this is fine. This is a fine spread. So, I'm going to read from the book here. As Act 1 wraps up, you'll have some dice in front of you as the results of the preceding scenes. Roll them and add all the black dice together and all the white dice together. Then subtract the higher from the lower. For example, if you have one black and one white die, and roll a 6 and a 4 respectively, that's 2 black. If you have no dice, your total is 0. None of us have no dice. The player with the highest white total and the player with the highest black total get to choose tilt elements. The tilt is a standard list of details, just like needs, objects, and locations, but this time it represents disruptive, game-changing events like people and impulses. We're going to also roll the dice in the middle of the table, which we've done. We are going to use the results of the roll to in the center of the table to pick elements from the tilt list, which I believe we have like a screen. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
So those are the tilt results. Actually, could we go back to see who has the highest black results and who has the highest white results? Because I wasn't counting.
It looks like you
Unsurprisingly.
and Huntington have the highest black and the highest white results.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 0, 2 black, 5 black, 10 black, and 11 white.
Cool.
So
funny.
Me and Kai will pick tilt elements, and we are just trying to pick whatever is the most interesting. And we have to use the dice from the middle of the table that we've rolled to to determine. So if we go back to the tilt screen, like we would have to
Yes.
pick a 5 for a 5. So we're
Yes.
gonna do that off stream. We're gonna take probably a 10-minute break. How are we feeling, folks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that would give us time.
Okay. Actually, 10. Sorry,
12
10.
minutes.
Yeah,
bring us
12
back
so we
at
can
25.
choose and break.
Sure. Yes. Good call.
Mm.
And we'll be back in 12 minutes with the second act. Don't go anywhere.
Alright.
Maybe donate if you have some time and money.
Yes. Donate to Trans Lifeline. Thank you.
All right.
Now recording. Now recording. Now recording. Now recording. Now recording. Now recording.
That's 20 seconds in abject silence, terrified of the consequence of our own actions.
That
And
was
we
caught on stream.
Hi!
Hello, welcome back. We are playing Fiasco. We have just gotten to the tilt, and during the break, we figured out what our choices are. Kai, would you like to start, or would you like me to start?
I can start. With the dice that we rolled up in the middle of the table, we got a lot of fives, and I thought I do love 5-5, which is under the paranoia. So the thing you stole has been stolen, and I think we're in agreement that it's the money printing machine.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. It may or may not be true. We will see as like it gets around to my turn. But I kind of think Davey stole it, thinking like there is no way my boss would just give me $300. He does not have that kind of cash. Let me go check out that boring party room again. Like what was
With all
hiding
the
under the
blankets.
boxes and blankets. Ho ho ho. So that's kind of where I'm sitting, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see when it comes around to me.
Mhm.
And I am picking 6-4. A good plan comes unraveled. I think that the Pony Express Society is catching on because uh uh oh no, I'm blanking on names.
Richard.
Richard has stolen the maps.
I love
Because
that we are.
Richard needs to this is two plans. Vanessa Davidson's plan of this is definitely where the Pony Express went is rapidly falling apart. And Richard DiCaprio's plan is also rapidly falling apart because those fucking maps aren't real. None of that shit is real. But he has stolen the maps to hopefully um find a way to avoid the impending what's his name? Donnie Bedwetter. Avoid the impending Donnie Bedwetter crisis. So two simultaneous plans falling apart here.
We love to see it.
You love
Great.
to see it.
I also love that we are just going with Vanessa's plan being considered a good plan.
Okay, well, well, that's a little harsh. No. Also, real quick, I do want to shout out my friend Vanessa in the chat. I'm very sorry. I didn't think about it. I wasn't thinking about it. All right, let's jump back into things on Eli on your scene. Post tilt. Do you know that you are being we talked about this slightly off air, that Donnie Bedwetter is back in town?
Yeah,
Is
I
is
think maybe this is uh like wrap things together. This is like we pick with like Richard like showing Donnie Bedwetter the like the cave and being like, and this is where the magic's gonna happen. Don't worry, we got everything right up for you. And then just like the like, beam of light coming down from the hole in the ceiling and landing right on where the printing machine should be, and is very clearly not.
Hmm.
I think that cuts to the heart of like what we need here with like the combination of Donnie Bedwetter being in town and this machine being stolen like at the same time.
Hmm.
yeah.
Is
Who wants?
Donnie also staying at the hotel? Or is
Yes,
that
but the
too
suite.
much? Got a suite.
The
Who
suite
wants?
is just one of the adjacent like the rooms that are joined by like but by the door, but that wall
Mhm.
just been like knocked down, so it's like 2 room size.
It's weird that the suite has two bathrooms, but no one questions it.
in case you got guessed.
Who wants to play Donnie Bedwetter? Because I'm down to play like an actual hard ass mobster.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Who isn't
Sure.
like the D tier of what we've seen so far.
Excuse
I
me,
mean,
we're at
so
least a
far,
C minus.
You're
all
right.
of
You're
these
right.
people have been in hiding, and I think we know why.
Yup. All right. Yeah. So, um, let's get into it. So this you want your scene to be showing Donnie the the uh uh lack of money machine, or what do you want this scene to be?
Yeah, I think with the establishing, uh, we've made it to the cave already, but without Davy guiding us, it took long. Like Richard kind of remembered the route, but took like a couple of bad turns, so it took longer than expected. Donnie's in a bit of a bad mood, and Richard is playing is trying to appease that bad mood as much as possible. But yeah, I think this is just where we find out like things have been stolen and solidified like in the game what we've already talked about with the tilts.
Yeah.
All right, just come right this way. Just careful on the rope. It's
Ugh.
mostly marked at the top. You'll be fine. You're good, healthy weight. You're not gonna break it. But it's come right on down here, and you'll see the one of the things is gonna be a ticket to fame and a new reputation for the Kansas City Mafia in the slightly west of Wichita area.
Now this better be good if you dragged me down this goddamn cave. What is it?
It's so I promise you, it's probably infinite money. Also, important note. So in the last scene that we saw, Richard, he was wearing like the full piece, three-piece suit, sunglasses, and then the Pony Express shirt on top of that. Uh, that is a very, very sweltering hot getup. So the top part of the suit is gone. You just have the suit pants, the dress shoes, and then the t-shirt on. Because that's easier to like it's more easy that way, but really kind of is not impressing Donnie Bedwetter at all.
All right.
Yeah, plenty infinite money. Just come right this
Infinite
way.
money.
Infinite money. It's how this works. You just take all you need is like some paper, some ink, and some boys ready to run the machine. And tell me, we got the boys. They're ready to run the machine. They are machine running masters and like willing to like set up and do this. We got the routes all planned out. We got the boys routes all planned out, and from here we got from this cave. Haven't like checked it out, but it should lead into other caves that can take you to other places where you can then use the money and we'll be able to get linked back to the location here in Mana because of the caves we're using to get there. It's a whole secret Pony Express trail back in the day no one knows about. And I got all the maps and stuff right here, so no one else is ever gonna know about them in the future either.
I see, I see. Honestly, this seems like a pretty good scheme, Richard. I'm kind of impressed. Now, where
Thank
is it?
Could have done without my best bud Jericho Lamb. So make sure that when you're not giving it the pump a little bit. Whatever the Medal of Honor passes for in Mafia.
The Medal of Honor is not getting shot. Now, where is the machine?
Of course. Right this way, sir. Right this way. We just for a little extra safety, we put it down one of these other plate holes. Just real. It wasn't very. I could have sworn it was. One sec, please. Just wait there, sir. Enjoy the coolness of the cave, refreshing after the long drive here. Would you like some water? We have refreshments.
I think he puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, Richard, where is the machine? Because if that machine isn't here and it can't give me my goddamn money back.
You're gonna get your money back. You're gonna get your money back. I was gonna hear back from Jerry. He said he promised to have the money. He's busy investing it. Just hold on. I could have sworn it was here. Just one of these holes. Like there's a lot of holes, sir. There's a lot of. It promise that one. It is not none of the holes. Uh,
Richard, you have
we've been playing this
20.
very comedically. There's a version of this scene where Richard just gets shot by Donnie Bedwood. I don't think this is that game.
I think that Donnie. Well, also his name is Donnie Bedwetter. I don't think he's gonna shoot you right now. You're right. This isn't that game. But I think he says, Richard, it's not here, is it?
It might be.
I'm gonna give you 12 hours.
It's not a lot of hours.
I know. But it's a gift that I'm giving you. And if you
Kind
don't
of like the
have...
Medal of Honor.
Yeah. If you can get that machine to me in 12 hours, you can give me $1,000. You'll get the Medal of Honor. The Mafia Medal of Honor. And if you can't, well, you're certainly not getting a medal.
Crystal clear, sir. Can I make one possible adjustment to my earlier claim?
What?
I have never met and do not know someone named Jericho Lamb, and he was in no way involved in this procedure or process. Hate the guy, would shoot him on sight if I saw him. So he's chill with you,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh. Sure. Get me out of here.
Rope right behind you, sir. I'll go first and hold it steady.
I think that's a good spot to call it, unless you had more there.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Certainly living out an epic story. So that is a black die for you. I think someone put up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That felt like a black die
Agreed.
scene.
Yeah.
So, Jericho, it is your scene. How
Yeah.
would you like to resolve or establish?
I'll establish. I'm thinking, should this be a I want something more than just like relaying what happened and trying to figure out what to do next.
Is
But-
Jericho someone that would instantly put together the clues and be like, "Oh, I need to talk to Davey," once he finds out that the printer's gone?
Yes. Yeah. I think that works.
I could make a suggestion.
Yeah.
Maybe, just so we don't have a bunch of talking scenes in a row, maybe Davey has gone somewhere with the printing machine and you gotta find him or something.
Oh,
Well-
I had a much darker scene in mind.
Oh.
Oh.
Someone has posted in the chat another fascinating suggestion.
That is
Maybe it's
Kai
finally
confirmed.
time for...
Yeah,
Oh.
that's me. That's me.
Oh,
I'm
rope
not sure if you...
rope Ishmael fully into this.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Because
Okay,
Donnie
that-
Bedford
that's-
doesn't know that there's an identical twin.
That's oh, oh no. Okay, yeah, that feels about right. Where would Jerry find Ishmael?
In his office.
All right, so Jerry stumbles in just looking like maybe the most frightened you've ever seen. At least
sweet.
since they first went into hiding here.
I think Ishmael has been sitting down, jumps up, rushes around his desk, and is like, Jerry, what's wrong?
Oh, Ish, I fucked up so bad. Oh my god. Okay.
well, sit down. What
Yeah.
happened?
Okay. You're gonna hate this.
Oh, wonderful.
So, I mean, you were probably aware what was in the soundproof room, right? It was the money machine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so that was to pay back a very we're offline.
Oh, great.
Shit.
Oh. Okay, it came back immediately.
Hey!
Hooray.
Hi, nothing happened, I promise.
Hey, people should sound off in the chat if
Yeah.
If you
they
can
can
see
hear
us.
us and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a
I
little
haven't.
blip on my OBS, so that's
Oh,
great.
Yeah,
I love that.
Oh,
I didn't see any
wonderful.
Thank
cutoff,
you.
but I have no audio on the stream, so
Okay.
Mm.
All right. OBS was just lying to me.
cool.
Love that.
All right. Well, was to pay back a guy named Donnie Bedwetter. Name that because he makes you so scared you wet the bed. And, and it seems to be gone, and I think I know where it's gone, and, you know Davy the kid?
Yes.
Instantly, yeah.
And we didn't believe.
All right.
I'm so
We
sorry I said you were a liar, OBS. I'll never insult you again.
all right. We're. It looks like we're live on my end.
Okay, that's great.
Yep. Chat says we're back.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you think my boss's kid stole the counterfeit money printer?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't exactly know about it, but who else would have stolen it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the place that you go when you need to lay low, and I don't know where you go, what you do when you need to lay low from the place where you go to lay low.
I know some great caves.
Jerry, what the fuck do we do? This is your thing.
Yeah, we gotta get it back. I don't know where he lives.
Oh, I do. That's easy. He lives at his mom's house.
Okay. All right. How? All right. Can you get his mom out of the house?
I'm sure I can manage that. Yes.
All right. All right. I'll go talk to him. You know, he doesn't know what he's doing with that. He'll I don't know. I'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm.
He'll print infinite money.
So many concerts. We'll no longer need to be double manager.
That.
Okay, we got a white die for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know where
Okay.
he's gonna be. You can.
Yeah, I will. All
What
right.
die for you?
Yeah. Okay. So for my scene, so do we want to do like we successfully get Vanessa out of the house? Have we successfully gotten Vanessa out of the house? And this is just a scene of like us going through the house? Or shall we do
I
the
mean-
scene of me getting Vanessa out of the house?
Isn't the conference is happening right now?
Yeah.
So
This
I
is
don't
so-
imagine
I'm
in
not
the
sure that
house
would
at
be
all.
scene worthy
Yeah.
No. But I mean, like,
because
you
the
guys.
answer is so obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys could look through the house. That might also be like doubling up on stuff. Like, I don't know that we
Mm.
need a
So
scene of
obvious
going
we
through
don't
the
need
house.
to do it.
I mean, do you know where this? What's
Yeah,
up with
where
the
would
money machine?
Huntington have put this?
Oh, that's a good question. I had kind of thought about just a different cave, but I don't know if that's like too repetitive. I think it is funny if it's at my mom's house. Like, yeah, Kansas is for sure a place where they have basements, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So this is like
tornadoes.
this is like a basement operation, 100%. So it could be
Yeah.
in his mom's basement.
I have another possible idea. Again, go with whatever you prefer. You do share the location of out front in a dry swimming pool currently filled with dead leaves, which I believe is currently being held. Like that is where the conference is being held, right? So if
Mhm.
you manage to smuggle this machine into the conference and are currently like hiding it somewhere at the conference around the swimming pool,
That feels like
I
too
just don't
stupid
know
of a place to
where.
put it.
Yeah.
It's
Like
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 it
a
would be
I'm
fountain or
funny.
something. It's like
I'm an
part of
idiot,
the
but I'm
like.
not. Yeah.
What if I'm kind of into that because I feel like if it's just if it's just at your house, we've solved the problem too quickly.
Mhm.
But if it's in a place that is going to be difficult to get it out of, um, that also like involves all the characters. Like,
Oh, I have okay, similar to or related to that. I have an idea. We were talking about like right at the very beginning, we're like, what's the behind the scenes places? Um, like absolutely we're in the like so the way that Davy got it out was like on one of those room service carts kind of situations. Um
Mhm.
and so like he's just kind of moving it back and forth until he can figure out a good spot. So it's like in the laundry room, in the kitchen, in the like some other
In that
behind the scenes.
room with the fucked up toilet that we haven't been able to pay a plumber to fix yet. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Like this storage room, that storage room. Yeah. But like out by the pool does seem like something that I don't know, it's just like a little bit too far out of the realm of um
Mhm.
like plausibility to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know there's a lot of like leaves. I don't know if you like could hide them when you put like a pile of dead leaves or something. But yeah, like moving it around worked really fine.
No, we had to
And
clean that up.
yeah, all the
Those
leaves
leaves
are
are
gone.
gone.
They had to go
yep.
somewhere.
Ah!
This is Kansas. It's windy. They've blown away by now if they
Oh,
are not
try.
in the pool.
It could also be like you're maybe doing like like oh what's the word, like food work, like you're doing like
Catering.
catering for this shitty little conference, and it's
Yeah.
just like in the cart while you're catering, like in the thing.
Underneath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
the only secure place is literally with me.
You can keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
All right. So where does that leave us scene wise?
I think it's up to you if you want it to be like a confrontation or trying to trick Davy or cause a problem or whatever you want to do.
We do still have like another round of scenes after this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
So yeah,
problem.
yeah, need to find okay, what are obstacles? Because right now it kind of feels like if you find Davy, you find the money printer, and then you kind of just give it to Donnie Bedwetter,
Mhm.
unless Davy has something like up his sleeve that could prevent that.
We could
Well, the
also
other possibility is that like the Mustang is fixed and he is like in the wind. And so like I can have a fun scene fully like on the road and then in the final round we can figure out the confrontation as opposed
Okay.
to having
yeah.
Mhm.
like sticking so close to the hotel.
Okay.
All
I
right.
kind of
That's
like that.
I need
Pitch.
a
Oh yeah, with that
different
300 fake dollars, I fixed the Mustang
Here's a
and souped it up.
time pitch.
Mhm.
Which is that we've been talking about setting up this scene for a while. That I feel
Mhm.
like we've almost sort of like done a scene insofar as like we have established a bunch of stuff. Um,
Mm. we
If
have
you have something-
established. Yeah.
Like maybe this
Like-
is a montage scene.
Yeah, of like
Hmm.
Ishmael like finding out that Davy has done all of this.
Like it's a montage of Ishmael looking in all of these places.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I feel like that means that I get to resolve this. Is that
Yeah.
fair? I would like
Yeah.
to give
Yeah.
myself a white die, which I think indicates that Ishmael figures out that Davy is gone and has like some idea of where he's headed off to.
Because you do
Hmm.
know like maybe I'm going to the festival early.
Yeah. Or
Mm.
like I know that he has this friend 2 towns over or whatever.
Who
Yeah.
moved away
Theodore.
when he was in 6th grade. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's
his-
only 2 towns over.
We've been keeping things on the DL since 6th grade.
Alright.
Oh my god.
all right.
So Kai, then it is your scene. Do you want to establish or resolve a scene here?
I want to resolve. I think I want I want it to be. I want it to go wrong for me. I'm like setting that out from the beginning. I don't want to end with like so many white dice.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe this is the car chase then of like
Oh,
Ooh.
that's fun.
Or is this you like meeting up with Theodore and like things go wrong in some way because of the Intractus money machine?
ooh, or Theodore
Theodore's
like,
like,
to get
I'm
involved
just
with the
getting ready
mom.
to join the FBI.
The FBI men are in my house right now conducting an interview. This is horrible timing.
Oh
I'm
god,
now an
that-
accomplice,
like-
Davy.
What if
Honestly,
Theodore's
so funny.
dad, the reason why he had to move a couple towns over, because he's like a cop or something. And he was like moving to a different district, and it's like, oh, I didn't think about bringing the money machine to the cop place. And Theodore was
Oh,
like
no.
also like cop pilled.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Do we want to play this scene out? Does anyone want to play Theodore? Or do we think we're good with what we've got?
I wouldn't mind a little bit of an active scene here,
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like I've
but
got
it
some
will
good
require a
scenes.
Theodore.
So I was gonna ask if either if Salt, if you might want to do Theodore if you're up with that. If like you haven't had a lot of like smaller parts in different scenes.
Yeah, sure. I can play Theodore. Okay.
We also probably need like a Theodore's dad or something, or like FBI agents or something.
That can also happen like behind the scenes
Sure.
Yeah.
if we
That's
need them.
between.
Yeah, someone
if
can
we-
jump in if we determine that is when we need it.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I feel like I pull up in the driveway and like throw some gravel at your window kind of
Mhm.
situation. Yeah.
Mhm. I think Theodore opens up his window, peeks out, recognizes you, and gets like super excited look on his face. Not gonna run downstairs, gonna like beckon you to climb in the window maybe. I think this is
Okay.
a single story house, so it's
Oh.
not like dangerous to dangerous to climb in the
I
window.
throw gravel from just like right next to the window. What a clown. Okay, yeah, that's great.
It's romantic.
Yeah, I'm like I stand by the car and fling it, and you're like, no, come here.
Come
Yeah,
here,
okay,
come here.
so
I can't sneak out right now. You gotta come in. Be very quiet.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So he like sneaks in. Not even sneaks. He just climbs in. I feel like he's pretty tall. This window is not even like put hands on the windowsill. It's just like leg over. Yeah, and he's like, all right, so it's been a
It's been
while
so
since we've hung
long
out.
since I've seen you.
Yeah, but I have quite a plan. You been doing anything recently?
Oh, post high school stuff. Sorry, I don't remember what post high school stuff is. Working?
Okay, yeah, me too. Anything good? I don't want to like diss you or anything, but probably not, right?
It's
Because like
fucking
it's
Kansas. Nothing's good here.
okay. So that's
Sorry.
kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, sorry, sorry to Kansas.
Apologies, Kansas. 19-year
Um,
olds have opinions. Um,
but he like pulls out from his back pocket like a wad of money, and he's like,
what?
we could like
Yo,
go somewhere.
okay, yeah.
And from his other pocket, he pulls out like the tickets. He's like, uh, I was gonna take a total babe. Like I wasn't lying to my manager, but like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she could go with someone else. Do you want to come? It's like 2 states
Yes.
away. We got to drive.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes. I
Okay.
mean, this is the band that we used to listen to when we were making out as kids, teenagers.
Don't ask me for an 80s. Depeche Mode.
In the
I'm so sorry,
caves.
Mad. Yeah, in the caves. Um, so he goes, all right, but here's the thing. Like, we could just kind of like go there, have fun, and then like, so he like peels off some of the money. He's like, look at this closer, because
Picks it, looks at it.
dude,
Wait a
it's not
second.
real. It's not real.
You want me to go 2 states away with you with counterfeit money?
No, 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 no.
I
No. It's better than no, Theodore. It's better than that because I've got the printer in the Mustang.
My dad's a fucking cop. My dad's a cop. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. No, you have to leave.
Whoa.
My dad's a cop. You can't. That cannot be around our house. Fuck.
Like, are you a cop?
No, dude. No. Look, I'm not gonna snitch, but you can't have that here. You cannot have it. No.
There's like a knock on the door. Theodore, why is there a car parked outside? Is this a friend of yours?
I was just talking to them. He'll be leaving in a minute, Dad.
And I think at that, like, um, uh, Davy like pushes the money into his hand. He's like, you know, I'll follow the band for a bit. Like, come find me if you want. And then like dips him back in a kiss, I think. And is like,
Mhm.
you could have had this. And maybe you still can. I don't know.
Oh,
Whatever. And he like jumps back out the window.
I'll talk to you tonight. I just look, meet you. It's behind the grocery store. 10 p.m.
Your town or mine?
Here. I don't have a car. I'm a fucking dad. Come on, go. I go.
Your friend's not doing any
Fine.
crimes, are they?
God, that was so loud. I'm sorry.
Might need to come and check things out. Being a certified officer of the law and all, you can somehow hear the wink.
Look, Dad.
Oh my
Okay. He's gone. No consideration for the fact that it's extremely suspicious that this person has not left through the bedroom door. He left.
Yeah, the car like
See, he's driving away. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had made cookies.
Cool.
Well, don't go anywhere. Don't do anything cool with fake money. I'm going to bed early. Lots of cop things to do tomorrow.
Good
Gotta
night,
go. Oh,
Dad. I'll take those cookies. Yum.
all right, we got a scene. An end
Good
scene.
night, cop
End
son.
scene.
and scene. We need
End
time.
scene.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think the black dye makes sense because that is some like heartbreak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I would like to establish a scene.
All right.
I think this is. I think we're kind of in like sequential time mode. Time do you think you went to go see your boyfriend? It was probably like, or not. He's not your boyfriend. Sorry.
He is not my boyfriend. He is my 6th grade crush.
He's your 6th grade guy you made out with.
Yeah.
Time do we want to say that was like 6-ish?
That feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
So it's left depending on when we get back. So we should be
Yeah,
able to.
we should be
do-
back up now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Nice.
Yay. Stream back. So Vanessa just gave a talk and it went pretty bad.
Mhm.
And I think that she has is Richard, I imagine Richard is like also looking for the machine, like is like where the fuck is the kid? So
Richard actually is trying to find Vanessa at the moment to do the scene
Oh,
there. So
perfect.
if you all want to also bring that in, that works great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
we
think-
did end Ishmael's scene with him at least having an idea of how to follow Davy, and I think he would have, at the very least, communicated that to Jericho. So this
And
could, yeah,
I
he could know
think
where it is.
I think Vanessa goes up to Richard and is furious, but in the way that like middle-aged white women can be like, "Hi, Richard. So I was, you know what I'm saying? Like she's very precise. But you can tell obviously seething with rage.
Mhm.
And so she's like, she finds Richard at this at the Pony Express thing because I imagine Richard is around. And Richard is also looking for her.
Yeah. Probably like a brief look of like relief when he catches sight, and then instantly fear.
Richard, hi. What are you doing here?
Simplify say that I've lost the accent entirely. Gangster, gangster, gangster. I'm gangster. Looking for you, Miss Davidson. You want to come back here to talk quick?
No, I want to talk right here. And I imagine
Okay.
this is like people are milling around the like empty fucking pool. They're like people are in the pool. And she's like standing around the edge, like talking to you. Now, I know I showed you some maps the other day, Richard, and I was a little curious because I was looking earlier for those maps. The ones I showed you. You remember, right? Right?
I remember.
Yeah, and they're so they weren't there when I went to look, Richard. And I was just a little confused because you were one of the only people who sort of really knew about where those maps were. and I couldn't find them. And Richard, I'm not going to lie to you. The other members of the National Pony Express Association, quote, an all-volunteer nonprofit historical organization for the purpose of identifying, reestablishing, and marking the original Pony Express.
Express Trail.
Yeah, they all fucking laughed at me, Richard. Laughed at me in my goddamn hotel.
Sorry to hear that, Miss Davidson. And if this is any consolation for you, I've got two things for you. And hefts like a probably like a suitcase, like a attaché case, like in one hand, just like lifted, like all your maps and all your research are in this suitcase. I did take them. That was me. You can slap me now if you like, and I can give them back to you very soon, and you can do like a redo on your presentation and like actually like take two.
What do you mean very soon?
Yeah, that's the second part. So here's the thing, Miss Davidson. I think I have reasons to believe, with some certainty of belief, that that your son, Davy, was not in fact cool, and may have taken something belonging to a mob boss who I am in no way affiliated with, and is. Do you know where your Mustang is, Mrs. Davidson?
Jaw slack, just looking at
God.
you. Are you
So-
also wearing the Pony Express shirt, right?
Yes. So,
She
go ahead.
she just fucking grabs the suitcase. She's like, "Give me my
I've lost my leverage. I've lost my leverage.
give me my goddamn. Where is my son?" And she
I
rips
was
that shit out of your hands.
yeah. It's all there. Also a sandwich. I'll save that for later. You can have it.
You got
Sorry.
sandwich.
It's individually wrapped. Shrink wrap. It's shrink wrapped. It's fine. I was being careful of the merchandise.
Where is
That's what I
TV?
was hoping you could help me with, Mrs. Davidson, because I don't know where your son is, and we've got checks like wall clock. We've got roughly 9.5 hours now to find your son and the thing that he took. And if that does not happen, then there is a very influential mob boss with a lot of guns and also wit to come and possibly kill me and possibly him if he does not get what he wants. So, Mr. Davidson, would you like to come with me potentially and get in my good pal Jericho's Pinto car and go and try and find your son?
So first she slaps you.
Thank you.
And she's like, I am not getting in a goddamn Pinto at 7 p.m. I need to go to bed in 1 hour for my goddamn beauty sleep. And she like pulls her keys out and she's like, we are going to find my son and then you are leaving.
You got a second car? Wow,
Of
so
course I have a second car. And
Should just held you hostage or something.
what?
Nothing.
Yeah, and I think that's scene. I think she is going to, in her nicer car, start driving around with you. I think she's. I don't know if she calls the cops, but I do think she's going to start driving around with you to find her son.
With how this played out, do we think this is a version where it is Jericho and Ishmael and the Pinto going to try and find like Theodore and see if Davy went there, and then Richard and Vanessa in a different car trying the music festival or something like that?
I imagine
And like
it's,
do not know about the other group.
Yeah.
The music festival is 2 states away, which is a very long time, but
Yeah.
doable.
maybe actually, the end of that scene is whoops. Um, the end of that scene is her giving Richard the keys, and she is going to stay and like call the cops or something. Because
File a missing
unfortunately,
persons report.
file. No, I think she's just gonna yell at like the cops until they do something.
The white
She is
woman
unfortunately a
versus
firm believer
filing
that
missing persons report.
yeah, firm believer in the cops helping. Actually,
Helping her son who has stolen a.
Hmm.
well, he's gonna
Uh,
get off scot free because
is
he
is
is
Yeah.
there
Davidson.
is there a version of this where Mrs. Davidson stays behind to deal with the cops and everything, and you pick up playing as Donnie Bedwetter, who comes in the car with Richard?
That's honestly that's kind of what I was setting. Oh, the stream has done anyway. That's kind of what I was setting up because I I did want to keep
Fantastic.
playing Donnie Bedwetter because it's fun. All right, yeah. So I think that's the scene is that you and Donnie Bedwetter get in this like extremely expensive middle-aged mom's car to go to. Anyway, that's the end of Vanessa's scene. So it is now your I have a white die. Yeah, I have a white die. It is your scene to do whatever you want with.
I would like to resolve this one and leave the establishing up to you guys.
Okay.
I think it's got to be something with Donnie, but I
Yeah.
don't know what.
Yeah, I'm not sure what scene happens in the car that like makes progress or illuminates something new outside of just driving and talking about how scared Richard is and how angry Donnie is and how threatening he'll be if the 10 remaining hours don't pass.
Which we kind of did. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm also like, why would Donnie care to be around this utter failure?
That's a good point.
To make sure he doesn't continue to fail, which could potentially lose him the infinite money machine.
Well, I
That
think
might
that
be
Donnie
Okay.
probably doesn't think the infinite money machine is real. Donnie is just like at home polishing his gun.
Oh, great. This is good. This is great for me.
And so maybe this is a scene with you and Jerry and Ishmael. Like maybe I don't know. We are in the final stretch of scenes, so maybe this is like the beginning of that confrontation. Like you three going out to if other people are interested in speeding
Is this
things
just a
along in that
scene
way.
then where it's just a comedy relief scene of Richard finally realizing there's two of them?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that
Right.
a lot.
Like we walk up together and Richard's like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
Or similar, or like Richard is talking with I guess it doesn't matter which one, but then the other one walks around the corner.
If they all get in the same car, Jericho, like one of them, maybe Jericho, like comes and finds Richard, talks to him, guides him over to the car. Jericho gets into like the front seat. Richard gets into the back where Ishmael is already sitting.
Yeah. That's so good.
Okay, then I think Morning, you'd start off that scene then.
All right, Richard. I got good news and bad news. Good news. We know who took it. We got an idea where he might be going. Bad news is it's Davy, and we only got an idea. But
I've also got some good news and maybe some other good news. Not entirely sure on that one.
I like
First
that.
good
Okay.
news.
Good.
Yeah, talked to Mr. Davidson, told me that Davey was going to some kind of concert, and that I might be able to like find him there, or if someone there has like seen him. I don't know why a kid would go to a concert after just barely getting a whole bunch of money. Feel like there's better things to do with that. But I mean, I'm not the mom. Second piece of good news: you've already got a car, right? The Pinto. We took it to the caves.
Yeah, of course.
Great. Hold up the dangling keys. I just got a free car then. We can sell this thing off later.
I like you thinking that.
Assuming we all survive, but
Yeah, assuming.
think positive, right? We've
Yeah,
always been through things before. We got this. We got
yeah,
this. We're all gonna
yeah,
live. No one's gonna die. We're all gonna
yeah.
roll real high on one color of our dice.
Never died before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
don't
reason
blame
a pattern
me
should
now.
change.
I
All
tried to
right.
move dice on the tabletop. That was stupid.
Jerry like claps you on the back and walks towards the car.
All right. I'll get in the point. I'll get in the back. I like the back seat more.
So you can stretch out your legs.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta push the front passenger seat all the way forward so I can really stretch out my legs. Thanks so much for doing this, Jericho. I couldn't do without you. You really saved my neck here. Get in the back seat. Hi, Jericho. Glad you're with me.
What?
Just getting in next to Ishmael, just instantly going,
Oh
hi,
yeah, no.
Jericho.
Sorry, that was Ishmael saying what?
Oh, sorry. Huh? What do you mean? What?
I mean, okay, bro, dude, you cannot still
Is
think
there
that
something in the sandwich?
Jericho and I are the same person. You can't. Come
They
on,
told me sandwich was still good. It was only windowsill for a day. That's not
dude.
enough, right?
The sandwich is fine. I'm sure.
Like looking between both of them very rapidly. It's
Did
is
you?
this a clone situation?
No. It,
Jerry, you with
this
the
is
FBI?
no. This is my sibling. Told you about him. My brother Ish.
Oh, I imagined like a young tyke, like the kind that you like have like a tragic backstory about and how they think you're a good person, and you gotta like always put on the mask when you go home for Thanksgiving because they don't know you don't want to like ruin their dreams.
Oh.
I didn't know they were like same age
Oh,
and same
no,
race.
no, no. He
We're
manages
Same
the
name?
hotel and has been covering for us the whole time.
we're
I think you ran the
twins.
hotel.
No. I run the hotel. They do not run the hotel. I will admit, I have been going along with you calling me Jerry because I think it's funny, but I thought that you knew it and were just being silly.
So when I told you about the package, which one was I telling you about?
Me, you said that to me. I did tell Jerry though. No clarification on which Jerry this is.
Stares for a second, is like, you're cool, right?
Ishmael definitely knows what that means. Yeah? Yeah. Uh, it's complicated. I'm not a snitch.
Yeah, it's cool enough. We're in tight straits. Here, wear this. Pass over one of the t-shirts.
Looks
Gotta
he's just
make sure we know who's on the right team.
absolutely despondent at the idea of wearing this t-shirt.
You probably wore one at the conference, right? And so then left the conference, took off the shirt, get in the car, and get handed another shirt.
Yeah. Can I you know no. Look, Mrs. Davidson can make me wear the shirts because she's Mrs. Davidson, but that's it.
My boss has a gun, is threatened to fill all of us with lead unless he gets the money machine back within 10 hours. You're gonna wear the shirt.
No.
I don't want to risk hitting the wrong person in case things go bad. My aim is
Fine.
not the best, and the brown is very noticeable.
Oh my god. Fine. He looks completely devastated as he like takes his shirt off and puts the shirt on.
Yep. I'm happy to kind of end it there before we go on too long. And someone did
Yeah.
gesture with this white die. I think I'm happy to take that and further ruin my chances of any kind of success in this game.
Oh no.
All right.
One white die and 3 black dice left.
Yeah, this is progress. Got buddies, and I learned something new about myself and the people around me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho, it is your scene.
Yeah. All right. So we have 4 scenes left.
I will
Half
say,
an
so the
hour.
last die is going to be wild. So we only have one good scene die left, but the last scene can be good.
Okay.
Mhm.
The last scene will be
Or
yours.
we could
Oh yeah, I
assign
guess the
all
last
of the
scene may be
bad
slightly,
dice.
slightly
We could,
disconnected from the.
yeah, we could assign all of the bad dice and then also make the last scene bad.
That's true. That's very true. All right.
Oh.
Maybe
But anyways, we should talk.
yeah. Maybe this is maybe this is the scene where we find Davy leading into a car chase for maybe the next scene, or
Mm,
maybe I'll let you guys establish.
I
okay.
do like.
Okay.
What if it is? What if it is? You all find Davy, but also the cops have been called. Um,
So the
and show
cops
up.
chasing us, chasing Davy.
Yeah, like show
Oh.
up at some point in the scene. Like that's like
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if the uh is this scene the 4 of us plus oh, what's his name? I'm sorry.
Theodore.
Theodore?
Theodore or his dad?
Oh well, his dad will show up, but
Oh, okay.
So Davy
we
and
don't have enough people to do that. Actually, we don't have enough people to play that scene.
Maybe okay. Maybe Davy is
Theodore could just be like hiding, like curled up in the car, not talking.
There's also the sad version of the scene where Theodore stood Davy up.
yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
that's
That was
absolutely
what
what
I
I
was gonna
assumed happened.
suggest. Yeah.
Oh, like
Or we got there before the time, so it's unknown if he ever would have shown up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll also
mm,
say, like, if we're running out of characters, I've had a great time with Richard. I can just have Richard be entirely silent for like a scene or two to like run some other NPCs if needed.
It should
mhm.
be fine. But we should get
I
into the scene.
yes.
So it's you guys finding Davy, and the cops are gonna show up.
Yeah. I think it's been a situation where we have passed the grocery store to go like look for something, realize that he was, or look somewhere, realize that he was there, and kind of, slammed
We
on the brakes.
recognize his car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look. There he is.
Oh.
There he is. Okay.
Shit, okay. They slam on the brakes. Just kind of leave the car like in the middle of the streets. Get out.
Bro, Jerry, I'll
It's
park the
fine.
car. You
This
go.
won't.
I'll park the car.
All right. We won't be too long. Um, where is Davy right now? Like behind
I
a dumpster?
like no. I think he's in the car, but like seat leaned back, like feet kind of up beside the steering wheel on the dashboard, just kind of hanging out and waiting.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Jerry like marches up and knocks on the window.
And he like startles out of a doze, and he's like, "Whoa, Theodore!" Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what's
sorry,
up, bud?
not Theodore. That's rough, buddy. Sorry.
Oh shit, it's you too. Whoa. Okay. Listen, like and he's like kind of sitting up. He's like, I can explain everything. Yo,
Uh-huh.
fish, I quit because I'm going to the show. And like he like slams the key into the ignition and like takes off. I think just unless somebody had something they wanted to say.
Out of
No, I think
practice
that's
habit,
good.
Richard tries to like put his foot in front of the door, like stop someone from closing it on them when they come to collect money. But this is a car, not a door, and just gets his foot run over.
Oh,
Oh,
Richard.
Ew. Bad.
It's just like across like the bottom like toes a little bit, so it doesn't actually like it is a little briefly painful. This happened to me before. I've had my foot run over. They're not moving very fast, and it just kind of like felt like squeezed and achy for a little while, but no actual like permanent damage or anything. So he's not like
Oh, thank goodness.
incapacitated, just like
okay.
hopping on one foot for a
Okay.
little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I think Ish has been parking the car and on seeing it drive off, comes over, drives it over, is like, shit, get in. And slams it.
And then the cops show up.
Uh-huh.
And as you guys are chasing Davy, Mr. Theodore's dad puts the thing on top of the car, turns on the flashers, and starts chasing you guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How do you think that scene goes, Morning? Do you think it was a black or a white die?
Definitely seems like a black die to me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're shaping up for rough. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah. I'll just roll really low on one and really high on the other. Don't worry about it.
Good luck.
Salt, it is your scene. Would you like
Okay.
to establish a resolve?
I would like to resolve, because I am not sure where the next scene should be.
It could
Is
just
that
be a car
fair?
chase.
Yeah, I don't know how to narrate a car chase.
That's very
Maybe-
fair.
Very quickly.
Like, they turn
Okay,
and
time to
it's
pull out-
fast, and
time
there's
to pull out
squealing
the,
noises.
The Firebrand
We-
minigame.
we play a game of Mario Kart 8 to see who wins the chase.
Shit, I guess you guys do, because I don't play video games.
Maybe
No
we
worries, I'm also very bad.
Maybe we establish the scene with a crash. Like there's a
Ooh.
chase and then there's a crash. And that's the opening.
Ooh.
Oh my god, in the
Are we in the Pinto or are we in the other one? Because that changes things.
Pinto. The Pinto.
The Pinto!
I
The
made sure we were
Pinto!
driving in the Pinto because that's the one that can explode.
That feels more like an end of scene thing then, because that, yeah.
Well, I mean, that could be the beginning of this. Here's my pitch. Agena Classic. What if the Pinto bumps the Mustang? Right, Davey has a Mustang or something.
Yeah.
And explodes a little bit, but also fucks up the Mustang, and so now the money machine is at risk for both parties.
And also the
Um,
cops are coming.
And also the cops are coming.
I love that. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I
Salts?
think that sounds good. So, just to make sure we're like right post in the middle, but also post car chase. Perhaps people are climbing out of cars to be like shit sort of situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Look. Davey, we've got to get out of here.
I just got this thing fixed.
I'm sorry,
Oh, I
dude.
can't believe you, dude. You can't say dude to me. You're
This
like
shit
75
sucks.
years old.
Oh.
Look,
Ish
the
was
cops are
proud.
coming. We
Yeah.
got minutes, maybe.
We gotta.
Fine, you know what? Take it. I'll say some weirdos ran me off the road. God, I shouldn't have given that huge roll of money to Theodore.
Wait, did Theodore sell you out?
I don't know. Unless the cops are chasing you. Did you do something shady?
No.
Yeah, probably. God. I shouldn't. Whatever.
Look, fuck. Okay. So we grab the thing. Do we put it back in the Pinto?
That
Do
Pinto
Which
I
ain't
car are
going
you
anywhere.
interested in?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said that Pinto ain't going anywhere if it's crashed.
Okay. So we don't grab the thing. Look, just let us get in your car and we'll get the fuck out of here and then figure out what to do. Just you're faster than the cops in this car. Just go. We gotta get out of here. Um
Oh, so you all have like come up around my window so I can't like get out of the car. Okay, that's great.
yeah.
Yeah. That sounds very funny.
hmm
Okay.
Does he can I take a white die to say he lets us in the car?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
How it works theoretically is if you're resolving, you take or pass the die halfway-ish through the scene, and the
That's
people who
true.
are in the scene narrating will try and work it towards that kind of end. So yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But yeah, I think that like, or sorry, maybe there more there to actually make it more of a positive scene for Ish.
I guess that depends on how Davy reacts.
No, I don't. I think that's the end of the scene because,
Mm-hmm.
um, like with the numbers that you guys have, like there's enough. Like I can't get out of the car and run in the way that I had kind of been thinking about. Of like, you just take it. I'll figure out something else. Say I got carjacked or whatever, but that
Mm-hmm.
is not an option. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
So
the
the
scene probably
four
ends
of
with like
us,
the car reaccelerating.
yeah, the four of us are in the car and we are running from the cops. Perhaps also we successfully get away from them.
With a white die,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which could
Uh,
also be like possibly post-scenally justified because the next scene is Davies, and if Davies
Yeah.
now standing on the road with the police coming, maybe this is a scene where then Davy can like distract people something like that. Because I think because otherwise I'm not sure what Davy does here because he's
Oh no! I'm
standing on the
still in
road
the
without.
car.
Oh, you
Davy
are in the car.
was
I,
I
right
thought you were
Yeah.
staying
I
behind. Okay. So
No.
we're all
yeah,
the cop then as
because
well.
No, Ish
Saul.
doesn't want Davy to get caught by the cops.
Wow, that's so
Oh,
sweet.
That's very sweet.
Uh,
Um,
Ishmael and what Ishmael's goal here, I'm assuming here, sorry, is not to get shot by the mafia and not to get caught like arrested by the police. If Ishmael's could Ishmael stay and say like, oh, the people in that car like ran me off the road. This is my car here, the Pinto that is damaged, and like get away clean with that,
uh,
or do we just like end it with like all of us driving away?
I think
I think
we.
I would
Yeah, go for
prefer
it.
to end it with all of us driving away.
Cool.
Ish is like frustrated at Davy, but like not enough to leave him to their twin who's in the mafia and this fuck up who's in the mafia with their twin.
Look,
Um,
I just need to get respect by by living an epic story that will make me hero forever.
I'm sure. Uh, I think Ish is too concerned about Davy to leave him with these two people.
Fair.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
so Davy, it is your scene. Um, we know it's gonna go bad because there's only
Mhm.
2
Yeah.
dice left.
Which
Uh,
then
Yeah.
means that Dave's gonna end up with 2 white and 2 black dice, much like 2 other people in this group.
Which
Yup.
is kind of what I was hoping for. So truly good. Here's the problem. I don't know what to do at this point. Like
Mhm.
I I guess we can pick I think what we should do actually is
I-
pick up back with Donnie Bedwetter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
what
say
I
So the
was
that's
gonna
car
the
scene
same.
is not
suggest.
really that
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Maybe we got away from the cops and we decided that the best place to take this was the caves and Donnie is there waiting for us.
yeah, like put it back where
Okay.
it belongs, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like a good scene.
So
Because we know
Vanessa,
that Davy
or
is the
about the
one
call.
who knows about the hiding spot. So it's not that
Hmm.
compromised.
Yeah. Um. So I was just about to call Jenna by her character name. But Jenna, are you good to be
Absolutely.
Donnie Bedwetter again?
Oh,
Okay. Sweet.
1,000%.
So by this point, it's got to be like 9 p.m. or so,
Yeah.
9 or
Mhm.
10. Like, so it's like headlights come bumping up the dirt. No, this is not the dirt track one. Yeah, it is. It's even further along. Like
Yeah.
bumping up this extremely rutted uh, little track, and like the car stops and is kind of like ticking over in that, like, you know, um, it's slightly ominous because everything's very quiet.
Yeah.
And then like all the noise of us trying to like hump this big old machine into a weird tiny little cave. Like the hardest part of all of this is the access to the cave. So
Yeah.
I guess we pick up like once we're all down the entrance and like trying to wrangle it further into the hole. And like I think it should begin with Donnie like clicking on a flashlight or something.
Like
Mhm.
from
Donnie just
within the
standing
hole,
in the dark.
or like from the entrance.
I think all the ooh, that's up to you. That's up to Donnie.
I think the entrance is the most interesting one. I'm imagining like a scene where you guys turn off the Mustang and like start getting out, and then we get like the other Donnie's car's tires like rolling into the scene without like the headlights on.
Does Donnie's
Mm.
car
And
have like the fancy white tires?
oh, Donnie's car is very nice. Um
Oh, he's got the
and
Audi.
yeah. Or whatever the 90s Audi is. Probably still Audi.
I think it's an
Um
Audi.
Yeah.
yeah. Um and I think Donnie is shines this flashlight on you guys very strong, and the four of you are like from behind are like, what the fuck, and then turn around,
This is
and
what the
he
sunglasses
has
are for. I have been always preparing for this moment.
and he has a gun, and he says, so boys, you brought me the machine. I'm very thankful.
We still got like 8 hours, boss. That's 8 hours of infinite money.
Uh, I know. You did some great work. Now,
Yeah.
why don't we, uh, take that machine and start loading it into my car, maybe.
Ish
Oh.
looks to Jerry.
Uh, I'm.
By the way, this is Jericho Lamb and Ishmael Lamb.
Uh huh.
You,
Uh
you
huh.
haven't you haven't met him, boss. Is Stream down? No, Stream's fine. Okay, sorry.
It
You're
it
just moving.
blips.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it blip, but we shouldn't be down.
You're
Cool.
good.
Chat hasn't said we're down, so we're probably fine.
Which means we'll go down in approximately 3 minutes.
All right,
Um.
3 minutes for scene. Got it.
Yep. So.
Well, I mean, look, you know, we can. We don't need to do that. I mean, we can set it up in this cave. We're the only ones who know about it, and you know, that's infinite money for you and us.
Mm-hmm.
But see, here's the thing, boys. It's just gonna be infinite money for me. Now, why don't we start loading up my car, and maybe we'll talk it out. We'll see.
If we're talking now, could you put the gun away, boss?
No.
And also oh,
I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds to start getting this in my car before I shoot someone.
that's a lot less than 8 hours. It starts picking up the machine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Steadily, the deal's been altered, and I'm praying you don't alter it further.
What is Davy doing during this during this scene?
I, I, I think he is getting, like, he's making sure to shuffle himself toward the back, and he's probably gonna like dive for the cave. Um, like once the others start actually moving in the like toward, yeah. So everyone starts kind of like carrying the printer toward Donnie's car, and he just dives for little that little hole in the ground, and he's like, he doesn't say anything, but he's thinking like, I know there's like networks, I know this kind of cave system better
These
than them.
caves stretch to Los Angeles.
Oh, and I think that as soon as you like dive for a hole, Donnie's gonna try to shoot you.
Me? Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Question and response: Does Ishmael seem pretty fond of like Davy? Does Ishmael try and do anything to stop that, or like dive in the way or
Cool.
something?
Uh, he, Okay, so he is definitely like helping hold the machine. So I think he will. I think he will not be thinking about the fact that if he does that, then everybody else will drop the machine. So he will dive between Donnie and Davy. Look, leave him alone. He's just a kid. Leave him be.
I mean,
Let him go.
does Ishmael get shot here?
Probably.
The
We
scene
could
does
just say
end
when we're gonna.
bad.
Yeah.
Do you want us to like try rolling a die and just say, okay, if it's like 1 to 3 gets shot, 4 to 6 he doesn't?
No,
Well,
I mean,
actually,
okay.
no. Here's the thing. This scene can end on a cliffhanger because
there's one
Vanessa,
scene left.
yeah, Vanessa's
Something we
scene,
find
we
out.
don't know who needs to be in it, but like
Mhm.
that's something that
I
like either we can figure.
unfortunately have an idea for a scene that is immediately following this, but
Oh,
I do
no.
think that getting shot at and like the machine breaks here. I think that is
Yes.
a good black die. Bad
Oh
ending.
noes!
Oh,
Like it
yeah.
hits
Like we drop it.
the ground.
Yeah.
Big poof of
Um,
black smoke comes out, like a single poof, and it just dies.
So yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, if you think there's more to that scene,
No, definitely not.
okay.
No, I like the end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And so I think my my scene I would like to establish. So because this is the last scene, just post in the chat. I'll keep an eye on it on whether or not you guys think it's going to end good or bad. I think that Vanessa tried to prove that it was real and has brought the entire Pony Express, the National Pony Express Association, and all volunteer nonprofit historical organization for the purpose of identifying, reestablishing, and marking the original Pony Express Trail, has brought them all to the cave.
Oh, no.
This one?
Yes.
Aw.
Because it's part of the thing. It's on all the maps.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Richard
that
found
is
it in the
so
first
good.
place.
No, this is the makeout cave. This is my secret one. But there are
I mean-
a lot of card tracks.
Yeah, it's probably like maybe even like to tie it all together.
Who do
found
you
the
think
makeout
showed Davy the cave?
exactly.
And it's marked on the maps now.
yes.
Oh
So-
yeah, Richard would have marked it on the map.
So
Which I then gave back. Nice.
she sees that this guy has a gun pointed at her son.
Ishmael
And-
standing between them.
Ishmael standing between them, and these two chuckle fucks off to the side. And she's
a-
just gonna try to. I don't know why, but the phrase that stuck in my mind is "white woman slam." Just
I
gonna
was
try to
gonna
really
say
get in there,
white woman
and
her way out of it.
yeah, white woman her way out of it. Um, and I bet the police are also like en route.
Hmm.
So I think that is like I don't want to play this scene out because I would be playing two characters in it. But I think that is what happens. How do you guys think it resolves?
I want to give her a white die so that I am the only one who doesn't have two of each color.
So
I like that. That's
so
funny.
the die is wild, but
Mm.
because we treat it as a black die.
Is that the case?
Yes, for resolution.
Oh, I
So
thought
this
it
has to
was.
still end badly.
No, I think
No.
it's the other way. We get to choose whether it's white or black.
Yes,
And so we have
we choose
chosen.
whether it's white or black, but like in
Oh,
that
but
moment we choose. When we're
but
rolling
this doesn't count for black.
resolution,
Okay, okay.
it
Oh,
remains whatever the actual color of the die is.
Then I would have put the
Oh.
white die I'd added.
interesting. I have
Yes.
misunderstood the rules of this game.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a
no. Wait, no.
let me find it.
Now it counts as a good result for you.
Yes, it can
No-
count as a
It
good
says
result
it
for
says
me.
the last die of the game can be positive or negative regardless of its color. So it keeps its color, but it
Yes.
Here, I'm
Um,
looking
yeah.
at the aftermath, and it says, note that if you ended up with the game's final die and it was decided that it was the opposite color, you can ignore that now.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a different rule where you don't ignore it.
Okay.
That's an optional rule.
But I think we're kind of agreeing positive though, because Vanessa gets Davy back.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine she just tackles him to the ground, and then a bunch of like not cave people, Pony Express people help like restrain him or something. And like I think that is sort of like that's sort of the denouement of the movie is like, and here we will find the hidden cave that the Pony Express really took. Oh my god! And then that's the end of the like she tackles him, and
The
then
gun goes out of his hand, or to pick up the gun, and it just throws it into the woods.
yeah,
Mhm.
Wait, let's roll it. It is
Yep.
54.
Alright.
We're probably gonna only have a little bit. God damn it! We're only gonna have a little bit of time to do our endings, so we're not gonna do. Let's.
Oh hey, I got 0.
Oh,
Oh, no!
no! I got 1.
Oh,
What did I? What is
How-
12
I
minus
have
6?
black
It's 6.
4.
6.
I have black 6.
Oh my god.
I
So
have
let's-
black
There were
1.
3 ones.
Alright.
Where is
I'm being
the.
punished for my hubris.
I will. Do we have a stream set up for that, or should I just start them
Yes.
in the?
Yeah,
Sick.
it's up there.
Cool.
Thank you.
Let's do reverse order because the people who got the lowest numbers were sort of towards the beginning of our normal order. And let's just do like a quick summary recap of where our characters are. Unless maybe we could just sound off whoever has an idea first. I got black 6, which
Black
is
4? Oh,
Yes.
sorry. I thought we were going to say what we got.
well. There's a
Do you want
little,
to just do you want to just go for your 1 or 2 sentence aftermath?
Well, I was just gonna say black 6, which is pathetic. We should get the picture of what everyone's ending is before we start doing them. So what is yours? You had black 4.
Black 4, Savage.
0, the worst thing in the universe.
I have black 1, which is horrible.
Also 0.
Oh no.
Oh, buddies.
So I think for Vanessa, it's pretty simple. everyone knows it's fake. Everything she has worked for years is just gone in like that. Like, oh, okay, she was just looking for attention. And so she goes back to her normal life. And she would spend Saturdays doing things, and she just spends Saturdays home alone. Yeah. Davey, do you have yours ready?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know if Ishmael dies, but if it works for you, he's not going to be the manager anymore, because I think the like part of the savage thing is that in the tackle of Donnie Bedwetter, like he shoots, and like despite Ishmael's attempts, I think it does get Davy. And it's the kind of thing where like, he goes to the hospital, he's back out again, but it's still a pretty bad experience. But now one of the reasons that Vanessa is, home alone is that Davy's like, I'm moving out, mother, and he like takes over the management of the hotel, which is like something he said he wanted, but he only wanted it to spite Ishmael, and now it's like a boring burden to be here
Now he's
forever.
stuck with it.
And also
Yeah.
Ishmael kind of tried to like take a bullet for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ishmael,
A fate
Um,
worse than death.
would you like to go after your twin? Would you like to go after, because who you rolled a 0
I
and
got a
Jericho
1.
did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
If you guys, whoever wants to go next can go. I don't know how.
yeah.
You can go next.
I have 2 ideas. One of which is like I was killed in this confrontation. The other is I am permanently like working for Donnie. Just in a sort of like, you're going to pay for this for the rest of your life sort of way.
That was going to be my fate worse than death. So.
Okay, I'll just die then.
Great.
Or it could be a 2-for-1 deal.
Oh no.
Having twins is really really convenient.
Oh,
What
it
if Jericho's
is.
being like held hostage to force Ishmael to work for Donnie?
Oh.
I mean, there's also the realm where like yours is a 1 because you are already in the mafia.
That's true. It's this fate is not quite as bad for me as for the person who like had a decent job.
Yeah.
Mhm. Who was mostly
so-
staying out of it.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Ishmael,
Mhm.
how's it going?
Oh, bad. He doesn't have any of the skills that make you good at being in the mafia. And now he's got to be in the mafia forever. Bad. I don't know enough about the mafia to narrate any further than that.
Yeah. I mean, we can use our imagination. The mafia is a pretty bad thing
Uh-huh.
to be stuck in. And last but not least, Richard DiCaprio.
I don't know who else might have been wrapped up in this, but at the very least, Richard and Donnie were arrested, like names and pictures documented, which is one of the worst things that can happen for Donnie specifically. And then like 2 days later, just gone, just let out. No one knows who did it. Richard is never heard from again. But Richard is in the mafia, what they refer to as an example, and what people for generations are telling of why you don't mess, of like why you don't go behind the boss's back to do something, or why you jump to it when Donnie Bedware tells you to get to do it. You've got like 12 hours, because you don't want to be like Richard DiCaprio. And also with whatever happened to DiCaprio, he knows before whatever his like last moments are, whenever those are, that he failed everything he did. He ruined things for Mrs. Davidson. He ruined things for Davy. Ruined things for Ishmael, who didn't even know existed. His blood brother is also, real bad in it. And it's kind of feels like it's all his fault at the end. And that is my fate worse than death.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for Fiasco.
Yeah.
Happy endings all around. We
Remember
got
that
real.
scene where I found out they were identical twins? Man, that was a good time. All in 40
Yeah.
minutes ago.
We got such bad rolls on that ending. That ending had so much opportunity for like.
Uh-huh.
It could have been okay.
Yeah,
Um,
especially for salts.
Anyway,
Mhm.
we are out of time. So thank you all for joining us for this Fiasco. Hope you had a lovely time. Please donate to Trans Lifeline and stick around for Palace. They will be up very shortly.
Current Fiasco, next Fiasco, Priest, Wizard, and Oasis.
Oh,
Right.
We're
next
back.
Palace.
Oh,
Oh,
there
we're
we
back.
go.
Someone did ask
Oh,
for
we're
an
back.
encore.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
Sorry.
um.